sexy, I'm only gonna kill this shit.
I'm a little bit confused. Chaps. Yo, what's going on? Is this some sort of practical joke? What's happening right now? Aye. Well, listen, we're here regardless, innit? We're here regardless, but I don't really know what's going on. But we're going to get through it. We're going to understand. We're going to comprehend. We're going to read. We're going to listen. We're going to learn. Whatever's going on, we're going to figure it out, all right? There's no need to stress. I see a lot of people in the chat stressing. I see the sweat dripping. Relax. Let's figure it out. Let's do the maths. Yeah, let's do the calculations. Yeah? Big up everybody back in the building. Flamingos versus Chelsea's. Or CFC London's, whatever you want to take us, whatever you want to call us. But this is what we're here for. Our second group game in the Club World Cup. South American teams are on smoke. They're taking points off of Porto, off of PSG, off of plenty. Taking points. Handling business. The Argentines, the Brazilians. And this is the best team in Brazil, I'm told. So this is the one. We're going to have to handle business today. Let's see what we're on. And listen, the manager said that he would make changes, make rotations. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock UK time. So it's about 50 minutes time for the person in the chat. But yeah, manager said he'd make some changes. Not wholesale changes, but he'd make some changes. And I think that's the right thing to do because we do need to look after the players. It is hot. It's hot. And we got Premier League season in a couple of months and whatnot. So we need to manage things. So I'm all for that. But what I wasn't expecting, and maybe listen, I said we have to treat this a little bit like our preseason. So any new ideas, any new experiments, any things you want to trial. He mentioned the two up front. He didn't do it at Leicester. He might do it here. Delap, Jackson in his presser. So listen, I didn't want this to be preseason because, of course, this is a serious competition. There's a lot of money at stake. There's a trophy to be won. However, if you're going to tinker, if you're going to change things, alter, you're going to have to do it here. There's no other place for it. I know there's a couple of games at Stamford Bridge, I think in August, but that's very close to the start of the season. At that point, it's pretty much you're preparing for Premier League and you don't have time to trial and test things out. By that point, you need to know exactly what you're doing. By that point, you need to have your new names in the door as well. You'd want to think and believe that we'd have all of our new signings through the door, a good proportion of players that we don't want out the door, and we're really just fine-tuning at that point. We're not trialing or testing anything a couple of weeks before the Premier League kicks off. So it is a must-win game. It is a big game, but it seems like he's gone with a 3-4-3 formation, which we've never seen from Enzo Maresca before. It might not be that. Just a heads up, it might not be that. That is what it looks like on all the apps. That is what it's being showcased as. But I've got another idea that I'm gonna throw at you. So it might not be that. But if it is that, and that's how it was written, 3-4-3, Gusto and Cucurella as your wing backs, Enzo and Caicedo in your midfield, James playing at right side centre back, and obviously your front three, Palmer off to the right, Neto off to the left, Delap. I don't think it's that. I got a feeling Gusto's playing right wing and it's 4-2-3-1. And the reason why I think that is because we don't have many wingers. We know this, right? George, even as a touchline winger, not sure. Like early days in his development, probably needs a loan. We didn't sign a left winger. Nkuku's not a touchline winger. Madueke is going to have to play, and Neto and Madueke are going to have to share minutes. They're going to have to play most of the games, but we still need to take them out when we need to take them out. So who else is there to play as a touchline winger? And that's what it is, by the way. It's not anything. It's a touchline winger. It's probably Gusto. Holding the width, get your crosses in. Hold the width, make your passes to Palmer, get your crosses in. That's what I think is probably going to be. And then Neto stays on the left. Cucurella stays at left back. James stays at right back. Because otherwise, I can't see a 3-4-3. Why would he do a 3-4-3? We don't have wing backs really in our squad. Cucurella is not a wing back. He doesn't overlap Cucurella. He always underlaps him. He doesn't like overlapping fullbacks. Why would he like them now? That's a bit random. He's never gone in that direction. He's always wanted his wingers to take people on and take on responsibility and rip up the fullbacks. And so why would he put fullbacks out there to hold the width? Why? Cucurella is not taking on anyone. Cucurella is not 1v1 in no one. Gusto even 1v1 is not doing it. So why would you go in that direction? Also, you've got a surplus of midfielders now. Santos is here. Lavia. Inguiso. Why would you now start playing this 3-4-3? Like, the only benefit really I can see is probably for Palmer, because he kind of then... I mean, he's doing this position anyway. He's playing in the 10, but he's pulling out into the wide areas, these kind of half spaces. I don't even really see it there. I'm waffling. I don't even see it for Palmer. I just don't see a 3-4-3. I don't see it. So personally, I wouldn't really see that from him. It just doesn't seem to be his philosophy. It doesn't really seem to be what he's about. But if he's doing it, then we'll see it at the beginning of the game. But like I said, I'm not predicting that. I'm predicting a 4-2-3-1. And he's just taken out Madueke and put Gusto in there because he has no other option. Maybe you could say, yes, you could put George on left wing, you put Nkuku left wing, but I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't fancy it. So anyway, Santos is there, Jackson's there, Gu's there. Let's see. Someone said Ornstein said something. And then all this means is that Gusto's going to get back, help James defensively. James will probably tuck into the 3. Cucurella will go wandering off into half spaces, and that will be that. That will be that. Okay, cool. So, people are talking to me about Ornstein Bombers, but it's nothing to do with us, is it? So we don't have to be worried or concerned. So about Tottenham inquiring for Semenyo at Bournemouth, 25-year-old winger. They are interested, yes. So let's see how that goes. Knew that. All right, cool. So Jorginho is against us today. Jorginho is against us. I personally have nothing against Jorginho. His move to Arsenal didn't move me. I don't think it's an issue when someone goes to be like a backup or they're going at the tail end of their career, like a Petr Cech, David Luiz, Jorginho. Even though David Luiz did pick up an FA Cup, but I didn't really gravitate to that. That didn't really mean shit to me. So here he is. Wish him the very best in the tournament, but not today. And Felipe Luiz, a former player of ours, left back in our title-winning season, but he played as a backup to Azpilicueta, is also managing Flamengo today. So how time flies. 1 minute he's left back at Chelsea, next minute he's managing a whole club. So it's all mad. But yeah, I think that's what we're doing today. Maybe other people have other ideas. People are talking about 4-3-3. So basically still Gusto at right wing and Palmer in 8 with Enzo and Caicedo. I don't see that. I mean, that's not really too dissimilar to a 4-2-3-1 anyway. You know, if you're going to play Enzo, Caicedo and Palmer as a midfield 3, you're basically going to ask Palmer to be the most advanced. You're basically going to ask Enzo to be a box-to-box. And you're basically going to ask Caicedo to do the defending. So it's not really changing much. It might change a couple of angles here and there, but it's not really making a massive difference. Jackson is also suspended for the first game of the season, by the way, just in case you forgot, because he picked up that red card against Newcastle. So it's nice to see Delap starting, because Delap is the one we're going to be looking at in the first Premier League game. And then if he bags and he does well, he's the one that's got the upper hand starting the rest of the games in the first clutch of fixtures. So that's another reminder with Jackson not really playing on an even field because he's not available for the first Premier League game. So we need Delap to be confident, good form, ready, chemistry, making runs, him and Palmer, telepathy. It needs to all be there. But as you can see, the bench, plenty of defenders we haven't seen. Insamino, Mohamed Yousar. Hopefully they get some game time. But again, it's a very difficult game. So I really want to see Santos. That's my thing. A lot of people are speculating Santos is going to be available for transfer. I'm not one of those people, purely because they have not done this to me before. So I'm not going to tell them they're going to do it to me. I'm not going to make that. I'm not going to put that energy out there. And I'm also not going to make that assumption because they haven't done it before. Stab me once, I'll expect you to stab me twice. But you haven't stabbed me once in terms of selling players that you've already bought that I think we all rate and they all look like big parts of our future. So they're trying to sell pure profit, Chalobah. They're trying to get rid of Desassi on the shop window. Madueke is even available and he's a squad player. But they haven't sold someone that is like proven really clearly that they are part of the future. And if you don't have them as part of your future, there's probably something wrong with your future. So let's see. I mean, maybe you could put Petrovic in that category if you want to, but he's not gone yet, I guess. But he will be. He will be gone. So let's see. What's going on in the chat? This cam problem, but we have Caicedo. I mean, this is why Kendry Pires being here would have made some sense, because then you could have just used him as your backup to Cole Palmer. I'm not saying that he's ready to play football for us at the highest level. I'm not saying he's ready to even be starting for us, but at the end of the day, that's what you have. So you have to use what you have. And we know Nkuku wants to leave. I don't see how that changes, because Palmer's going to play ahead of him, and he's a World Cup year. I think he's 27, going to be 28. You need regular game time. So I don't really understand what would have changed. Our links to Kudus, our links to Rodgers, our links to Simmons, players that are going to be makeshift 10, wide 10s, tells me that we're not planning with Nkuku. So I don't really understand. I don't really understand why he's in the squad. I don't really understand why Kendry Pires isn't. I don't understand. A lot of people see this as a draw. I'm actually going to run a poll, because this actually could be interesting poll-wise. Because usually it's just... I mean, the last game was obviously going to be overwhelming favourites today. Let's see. Let's see what you guys think. Some people saying a draw is quite likely. You can't play with these South American teams, man. You cannot play with them. Europe is finding out once again. I said it on DR, and somebody said in the comments, oh, but South American teams have won 2 of the last 12 Club World Cups. I'm not talking about winning the tournament. Everybody knows the European teams are favourites to win the tournament. But in a one-off game, especially in this format, which is longer, the South American teams are a problem. And they're taking points. They're putting people in precarious positions. And now, if we do win today, and we do go clear top of this group, we might not get PSG in the quarters, which would be fantastic, because now we can see a bit more of a clearer route to the semis. Obviously, I think if you go up against PSG, you have a chance. We're not favourites, but you'd rather not. You'd rather get some favourable fixtures, I think, build up to it, make it a final if you can. Let's make it a final against PSG, or semi-final. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. This setup balances defensively, solidarity, and creative attacking play. Uses width from fullbacks and central. So my thing is, right, I don't mind width. I like width from the fullbacks. I absolutely love it. Gusto's best season at the club was in that right back position, overlapping Cole Palmer in a 4-3-3. But I don't want the fullback to start out on the right wing, because they can't take people on. So that's what I think he's doing. If he's not, then fine. But then where does James play? Because you got Chalobah in centre back with Colwell. You don't necessarily want Colwell to be as a wide defender in most instances. You don't want that. You don't advocate for that. Usually Colwell will play in the middle of the three. Badiashile will just sub in for him if that's the case. Chalobah will play on the wide centre back, Fofana, etc. So that's a bit of an interesting one. But where's James? Because I don't want James in midfield. We saw a really good game from James against Man United. Back three, stepping into midfield, stepping into attack, playing that cross for Cucurella from, kind of facing the opposition goal, not facing our goal. I don't want to revert now to James playing in centre mid, trying to do a Lavia position, back to goal, trying to be press resistant and circulate the ball. Again, he's been caught a couple of times. I'm just not trying to see it right now. But let's see what happens. We can't really say for sure what's going on. It's just a gut feeling that he's playing Gusto right wing, just to keep the team a little bit more, structured in terms of game to game. I don't think he's trying to rewrite the whole playbook. I think he's just going to just one in, one out. That side might suffer a little bit, but the rest of the team will do exactly what he's been doing. That's what I think is closer to the truth than him changing the whole team, the whole formation, a formation that we've never played under his management, that the players are not familiar with. You're asking a lot of your wing backs. It's just something that these guys have not been doing. And it's not like they've played fullback and then you can move into wing back and you already are accustomed to, playing on the overlap. And these guys have been inverting for 12 months. Now you're asking them to bust a lung. It's I don't see it. All right, let's see what's going on. I don't see it. But if he does it, he does it. But let's see. Let's see. Maresca might be the most stubborn manager, bro. There's a comment there. Let's see what else is being said. Cucurella won't be resting. No. We don't have a left back, bro. We don't have a left back in the squad. So in terms of rotation, he's going to be hang out to dry. He's going to play every single game. This is why I don't understand Samuel Smith not being in the squad. I don't understand Samuel Smith not being in the Conference League squad, because now the argument will be, and rightly so, Samuel Smith has had no game time coming into this tournament. He's had no game time going into the Premier League season. So how can you justify playing him? And I'd be like, fine, that's a fair point. You've not seen him, so how can you say he could be backup? But that's why he should have been registered for the Conference League, so we could see him. So you can make that judgment. As soon as Renato Vega threw a hissy fit and found his arse in Juventus, that was the time to say, right, Renato Vega is being replaced by Samuel Smith in the Conference League, and we're going to play him so Cucurella gets rest, and we're going to see how good he is. And then we'll know, going into the summer market, do we need to spend on a Hato, or is Samuel Smith actually the next coming of you know, the next best thing out there, and we could just use him, and then we can move on to other positions. But you'd have to be doing forward thinking, planning, you know, to be thinking of these type of crazy things. You know, this is wild. Why do that when you could sign a Mugu, register him, everybody can see he's not good enough, he's going to Strasbourg now, and we still have to find a loan for Dyer and Raksaki? Why don't we just try and make things more difficult for ourselves? So it is what it is. Josh can play left back, but who the fuck wants to see Josh at left back? Who wants to see that? I don't want to see that. I don't think anybody needs to see that. Why do we... what's the obsession with playing people on their wrong side at this football club? Why do I want to see Gusto at left back? Why do I want to see Josh Achampong at left back? Just play them at right back and use the left-footed academy left back at left back. Like, I'm confused. What are we doing? Why are we making things so complicated? What's the problem with this club? Just play the players in the positions that they're comfortable in. Is that so hard? You're already inverting Josh as it is from right back. Something that he's not done. He's used to flying forward in the academy. He's overlapping. He's getting into even goal-scoring positions. Talented kid. He could play a bit of centre-back. You could see the frame. So now you're already tactically asking him to invert. Bomba Clark. Now you want to ask him to invert from his wrong side. Are you actually tapped? Not you that said it. I'm saying, like, as an entity, as an institution. Why do we do this? You know what I mean? Why? Why do we do this? Man's going to have to be defending on his back leg, backtracking on his wrong side. It's like these angles, these things we're asking for from a kid who's just trying to break in and trying to show you that he's good enough. I don't understand why we're doing that. I don't understand why we're putting that on the kid. It's already difficult enough breaking into the team, proving yourself in your actual position with the the higher level that you're playing at against better players. Now I'm going to ask you to play on your wrong side. It's crazy. It's crazy. Whilst inverting, brother, I might just punch the manager in his face. God damn. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm very against it. I'm very against that. But you're right. That might be all we can do. That might be all we can do. Win the Club World Cup. Real Madrid, City, Chelsea, or PSG. I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's really difficult to tell right now. Real Madrid were actually getting played off the park against Al Hilal. PSG obviously just lost. I didn't watch that game, but I saw the 25% possession for the Brazilian side, and I kind of got a smell for what that game was. Do you know what I mean? That nasty low block. It sounds like. And then ourselves, LA, one half here, one half there. Still things to improve, of course. But I do believe we were kind of playing as well in second gear, so I don't know how much to read into the performance. Today is a good indicator of how good we actually are in this tournament. And PSG have had bad and very good against Atletico. So City, there's more games. We need to see more games. I don't want to rule out other teams as well. I'm sure there's other teams that are impressing. So it's not just those four, but of course, if you're going off the points, I think they had the points tally for the rankings, the power rankings. then obviously those are the 4, plus a few others. Let's see. I hope I don't see bare delays today. I saw yesterday Eunice was streaming for like 5 hours on one fixture. Brother, I'm building chairs. I'm building things. Studios being built. Things are happening. Like, I don't have time for this nonsense. Can we please keep the water breaks to a minimum? And let's get this game finished on time. And started on time as well. Don't start one-player walkouts. This is not FIFA Ultimate Team. This is not Sidemen charity match drafting. I don't need to see all these players walking out one by one. Just bring everybody out and let's get going, man. This is long. This is very long. It's crazy, guys, what they're doing. Bayern Munich, shout. How could you forget Bayern Munich? I know they absolutely destroyed Auckland. I'm interested to see them against a normal team. So that will be interesting as well. All right. What else has been going on? Let's see. First of all, just make sure everything's okay. Okay, yeah, everything's fine. Cool. It's hot, by the way, guys. It's hot. Sweating like a pig in this room. I'm going to have to bring the fans in. So at some point in one of these watch-alongs later on in this tournament, you're going to hear fans. And I'm hoping it's not going to cause you any issues in your eardrums, but just know it's for my survival. You know what I mean? I'm dying in here. There's a lot of transfer news going on right now. Obviously, I did my video a couple of days ago on what we're looking at realistically. So I gave all my thoughts and feelings on that. Check it out if you haven't already. But obviously, Liverpool are moving very mad as well. I'll have a video out on that very soon because these are the ops and we need to know what the ops are doing. And the ops are doing a lot. Kirkez is getting done. Frimpong has been done. Gurhi, new keeper from Valencia. So I'm going to speak on the whole defence and the whole future-proofing of Liverpool and Edwards because he is moving mad right now. And this is why when he left, there was so much kerfuffle about the business and Nunez's were popping up. And some people say Klopp was, the reason. He was the one that was getting too much control and too much emotional attachments to players that have done him well and not ruthless enough. Edwards comes back in now and we're starting to see serious transfers are happening. Serious transfers. And also the contracts not being done and tied up. Is that because the directors were changing and the positions and the guys were being on the way out, new guys coming in, contracts were left on the sidelines. Next thing you know, Konate is running out of 12 months left on his deal. But now, these guys are in, and I'm not going to lie, they're moving very dangerous. So, it's good. I'll talk about that whole thing in that video and that whole defense and what I make of it. But it's very interesting. There's a lot going on. More fans in the room than in the stadium. Mad. I don't want to disrespect. Where's the let me get the live feed. Are they showing stadium? What time is it over there? Are we gonna we might be in trouble again. Yeah, we might be in trouble, guys. Yeah, we might be in trouble. I don't even know where is this game today? Where's the location? How are we looking? Are we in trouble again with the crowd? People at work? People are busy bees, ain't got time for this. Let's see. Let me know in the chat. Philly. Of course, we're in Philly today. Honestly, outside of like our watch-alongs and games, I'm not thinking about football. Genuinely. This is the only month where I get to switch off and focus on preparing and planning for the future, which is important. Because otherwise you just get caught in this cycle. You just going like a hamster running on a wheel just like this. And you're not actually reflecting, improving, taking time. So this is the only month I get to chill mentally a little bit. And we're in a tournament, so I can't even do that. But honestly, that's why I didn't even think we were in Philly. I don't know where we were. You know what I mean? Outside of these watch-alongs and these matches, I'm switching off. I'm thinking about other things. Obviously, I'm waiting for the breaking news like you guys are as well. Doesn't seem like there's going to be any transfer-wise until maybe after the group stage. And then just before we go group to knockout, I think there's a gap. Bang, we might see some transfers. But remember, I think if I'm correct, Gittins, because he stayed at Dortmund and he's registered for the Club World Cup for Dortmund, I don't think he can register for Chelsea, even if we get to the knockouts. So I don't know if that changes the way we pursue him. Probably not, to be honest, because it's obviously a 6, 7, 8 year contract and it's future planning and potential and, it's for the Premier League, etc. But yeah, just remember that he can't play for us. So Uh, Benfica versus Auckland. Dead game. I saw Messi's free kick. I did indeed. Unbelievable strike. Nothing surprising, shocking about it. This is what he does. He's the GOAT. And watching Suarez just struggle to run his it's sad. It's sad. I'll be honest, it's sad. The man's moving, he's moving like a bus, he's moving like a fridge, moving like a truck. It's indicating in training drills. He's putting his hand out like a cyclist, like doing the wave thing. It's sad. He can't even turn and twist without telling anyone about it. It's crazy. Fool of a great player. But hey, it is what it is. We better see Santos today. Hopefully off the bench. He's not starting. Hopefully off the bench. This light is very hot. So yeah, hopefully off the bench we see Santos. Not going to panic. But I am a little bit disappointed, of course, because I want to see him. And also, if this was a 3-4-3, which is not, in my opinion, I definitely don't think we'd be seeing Enzo in the 2. If this was a 3-4-3 today, I think you are more likely to get a Santos or a Lavia, for sure. Because now you're getting more defensive responsibility because you're playing directly in front of that defense, whilst the wing-backs are expected to provide the width and get very far forward. And the only way you counteract that is by your midfield shielding your back three, because you attack with the 5, you defend with the 5. You remember the Conte season, Victor Moses, Marcos Alonso, how many times you see them right up in the opposition box on the back post. So anyone that crosses it in, they're ready on the back post to kind of take advantage of anything that falls their way. If you're going to play with that level of attacking intent, there's a reason why N'Golo Kante and Nemanja Matic are playing as a 2 in front of that 3 and Cesc Fabregas is on the bench. That is the reason, because you got to do 5-5. You got to make it 5-5, unless you got some sort of freak of nature, in terms of covering ground, like maybe Kante and Gallagher playing together. Then maybe you just defend with 4. But yeah, they're not doing that here. That's for sure. They're not doing that here. Let's see. Where's the game? In terms of who's covering it, it'll be DAZN. DAZN will be covering it. They cover every single game. All the games are free, which I think was a lovely thing for them to do, because we're all getting absolutely shafted here in England for matches, myself included, because I pay my TV license and I always watch the game wherever the hell it's broadcasted. And if I can't watch the game, I don't watch the game. Them 3 o'clock kickoffs, I've never seen one in my life. So DAZN, we're gonna sign in and we're gonna watch this anarchy unfold. Let's see. There's no kickoffs overlapping, is there? Every game is in isolation on its own. I don't think that was necessary. Maybe it's for viewing figures, I don't know, but I would have personally put all the games in the evening and at night, so then they can all watch the games. Of course, that F's up the time, though. I guess viewing for UK viewers and European viewers, but trade-offs. Just have two time slots and just play 4 games in 2 slots, and that's that. But they've done it one by one, guys. So yeah, interesting. I am logged in, so I don't know why they're asking me these questions. All right, is what it is. All right, cool. What else is being said? My own studio, brother. I'm always building. Last summer, you saw me building. I had the Bob the Builder hat on, and that was to build this, I guess, as it is right now. But it does dawn upon me that there is more to do. You know? You might think it's incredible, but it could be incredibler. Maybe, just maybe, I'm bringing back my pod, you know? I'm pretty sure I did a pod in my old house with Turkish and KG, and we learned about KG's comedian career, and we learned about his, you know, his life, and Turkish as well, and everybody loved those episodes, and then I just stopped doing them. And I just don't know why. So, I should probably get back to that. I should probably relaunch it with a new name and a new set and actually make it look sick. So that's what I'm going to do. And when it's done, I'll let you know. But it's not done. But I am looking right now at a lovely wall with a lovely sign, neon, and it just looks great. And it's just I'm just waiting for the furniture to get here. It's looking sick. So Yeah, shit's happening. Shit's happening, guys. Don't worry, man. Shit's always happening. If I'm not online, I'm active. Do you know what I mean? That might be my new thing, because lateness is greatness. I've been told by many parents they don't like the slogan. So if I'm not online, I'm active. That might be it. I'm not gonna lie, that might be the one. Let me know if it sticks. Probably doesn't. I need to keep thinking, but I like it. It's decent. You told Big Steve about the crowds, but I did see more City fans in the stadium than Chelsea game. I didn't actually watch the City game. I just saw bits and pieces online. I didn't watch their game. I'm going to watch the City versus Juventus game. I'll probably do a watch-along for that. City versus Juventus. So then I'll get to see Ryan Cherky full 90 minutes. I'll get to see, all their new players full 90 minutes against Juventus. Let's see how that looks. But, yeah, let's see. I was asking for Gusto overlap, Palmer right wing only last game. Yeah. A lot of people asking for that, and I understand it because it worked. It really, I have nothing against it. It worked brilliantly. However, one thing I will side with this manager on is we have improved defensively pretty clearly. And it's not really getting its plaudits. So I'm going to give it to it. I'm going to give it now. We have improved defensively. We have improved defensively on set pieces. We have improved defensively on open play. That Pochettino season, the way that we defended was a damn right disgrace. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. A damn right disgrace. If you go and look at the numbers, it was the worst defensive campaign in Chelsea's Premier League history. Since the Premier League was formed, we have never defended that badly ever on record, statistically. So whilst I understand from an attacking standpoint, we might be more dull. We might be more robotic. We might not have the same fluidity or unpredictability. Everything comes at a cost. So we can't be out here defending like clowns. That cannot happen. So for that, we have exchanged, it seems, a little bit of our unpredictability for some more defensive solidarity. And that is how I'm seeing it right now. Obviously, I do want to see more, but I also understand that we are more airtight than we was. And, Gusto, the way he's been defending at right back, I'm sorry, it's shocking. So as much as, yes, Gusto going forward, we can talk about the overlap and the structure and the way that he's been, sacrificed as an inverted fullback and is killing his game. Defensively, he's been poor, regardless of where he's played. He's just been getting ripped up too often, even in the last game when he came on. So I'm just trying to keep our defense, good and all well and good. And if I haven't looked at the last 7-8 games, but I'm sure if I do, I'll see a bunch of clean sheets in there. I'll see a clean sheet at Nottingham Forest. I'll see a clean sheet against Man United. I'll see a clean sheet against Tottenham. Not that impressive, but still, it's on the record. I'll see a clean sheet in the first Club World Cup game. So I like the clean sheets. Keep racking up the clean sheets. That's a very important thing to do. It's important for the defense. It's important for Levi Colwell, players like that. They need these clean sheets. So, let's see. But some people are saying Cole Palmer's warming up at right wing. If that is the case, surely Enzo's not playing as an actual 10. So it must be something else. I don't know. Let's see. Let's just see. Let's see what happens. Because I like Cole Palmer playing anywhere Cole Palmer plays. He could play left. He could play right. I obviously don't want him to really play on the left, but we've seen it on the left at Man City when he played against us. But if he's playing at right wing, which it does, according to Kieran, journalist Kieran Gill from Daily Mail, who, despite the Daily Mail tag, he actually seems to be a pretty decent journalist. So, from what I've seen from him. But if he's playing right wing, I'm just interested to see who's playing 10. Or are we really playing with wing backs? We might be. We might be just playing with wing backs. If we are playing with wing backs, I'm not looking forward to Neto in central spaces. Doesn't really look like a central playmaker type player. So, this could be lopsided, but Gusto overlaps Palmer, but Neto overlaps Cucurella or Enzo. So really, you're not playing a very standard 3-4-3 because you are allowing Neto to still hug the touchline and you're just letting the wing back go into central areas and you're letting Cucurella still crash the box. So it's kind of messed up. but it makes sense if you get it. And I don't like Cucurella there either on the ball. Obviously, he doesn't do anything in terms of creating chances, but you know what he's there for. He's just there to just literally crash the box. So let's see. Let's see. Interesting. But I don't see Neto. That's more of like Sancho's position. I don't see Neto playing as like a tucked in attacking midfielder. Ugh, nasty work. What else is going on? Have I missed any quotes from the manager before the game? About 15 minutes to kick off. Smash up all the icons. Vote in the polls. Actually, very, very high percentage Chelsea win. Bloody hell. Jeez. 82% saying Chelsea win. Jeez. I've never seen a percentage that high. You guys are really feeling confident today, hey? 82%. Only 8% people think Flamengo's going to get a result. Or get a win, sorry. That's unheard of in here. New formations got everybody excited. Bournemouth are getting picked off, by the way. Absolutely picked off. If Semenyo goes to Tottenham, Huijsen's already gone to Real Madrid. Their other centre-backs going to PSG. PSG are now at final stages negotiations. Bruv, Bournemouth are getting picked off like Southampton back in the day. Damn. They're getting picked off, people. Who else? They lost Solanke last summer as well. Don't forget, to Tottenham, 60 mil. Kluivert next. He had a good season. Bro, they're getting picked off, man. Nasty. Hate to see it. You're from Rio de Janeiro. People are... This is why I don't bash the tournament idea. Because when else are we going to get to play Brazilian clubs? When else are we going to get to play Argentine clubs? When else are we going to get to play, teams from Australia or Saudi or Africa? And that should not be... We should not be turning our nose up at the opportunity. And I feel like people are being very purposefully dense when it comes to why the tournament is the way it is right now. It's every 4 years. So why are you asking where Liverpool are in the tournament? Where Arsenal are in the tournament? Did you win a Champions League in the last 4 years? No, you didn't. That's why you're not there. It can't be done on leagues. Because if there's only a certain amount of European teams, how do you decide which leagues are the most important and which leagues don't matter in a world tournament? So you can't have Salzburg because the Austrian league's not as important as the Russian or the Dutch. So it has to be done on European competition. It has to be done on the same coefficient points. And unfortunately for you motherfuckers, you ain't done shit in European competition. That's not our problem. Don't act dense. You understand the rules. You might not like the rules, but it's the facts. And by the way, it makes sense because you can't have this tournament every single summer. So we can't go off every individual year. Hence why we can't take your league winning campaign, Liverpool. If this was every year, then you would take last year's results. It's every 4 years, so you take the last 4 years. It's not difficult. It's not difficult to understand. But some people are playing dumb. I'm seeing content creators saying dumb shit. I'm just like, yo, what's wrong with you? Read. I don't understand. And I'm saying this knowing that my arse is only here just about here. And we won't be here if we don't get our act together. The next time this tournament rolls around, our arse won't be here. We will not be here. Why aren't Barcelona? Well, you're not here, Barcelona, because under Xavi, your arse got clarted in the champs. You got put in the Europa back to back. That's why you're not here. This ain't based off winning La Liga. Shit. I hate it when people be dumb on purpose. Just read the rules. There's so much more to complain about. You can complain about the stadiums not being full. You can complain about the lack of scheduling or the lack of putting it in one place or 1, 2, 3 states near each other so people cannot spend an absolute ton on accommodation, flights. I hear all of that. But don't be talking about nonsense. Don't be talking nonsense, man. God damn. Do you know what I mean? It's like, how else are we meant to decide this? It's not our fault that, the best teams don't always win the European, competition, the Champions League. That's football. Why aren't the best teams here? Well, sometimes football don't work like that. Sometimes the best teams don't win. Shock horror. Fuck. Do you know what I mean? Oh, crazy. So that I just had to get that out because It's pissing me off. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're not in it and you don't want to watch it because you're a salty, individual, and that's your business. Because if your team was here, you'd be watching it. Therefore, you'd probably give it a little bit more credibility. But you're not in it, so you want to find a reason to why you have to hate. And it's no surprise that the three most traditional, prestigious clubs in the country, they're all not in it. Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal. So now the slander for this competition has never been higher. But when you, man, were running to Japan to pick up gold trophy on the December, I didn't hear no fucking slander for it then. When you had gold badge in the middle of your kit, Man United, under Sir Alex, Liverpool on the clock, I didn't hear no slander for that shit then when the gold badge was there. Now suddenly, oh, woe is me, what is this tournament? Shut the fuck up. And Arsenal fans, we ain't never want to hear that shit from you because you never been here before. You ain't never been here when it was the old format, when it was the new format, you ain't never been here before. So why the hell are you talking? Goddamn. I just had to get this shout because people just pissing me off. Shut up! God damn, bunch of losers. Losers talking to winners all the time. Bench players talking to starters. It pisses me off. It grind my gears. Grinding my gears. I should have done a video on it all in isolation. But hey, it's just annoying, man. Just annoying. Just focus on on whatever else you got going on. Just focus on that. Do you know what I mean? Focus on that. I hear you, man, but that two-team a country is weak. Two-team a country. It's the world. It's the world. So I understand what you're saying. Like, maybe you've got to take the top teams and only the top teams. So yes, then Liverpool are getting in that way or etc. Right? But at the same time, it's the world. So if you do have 5 English teams or 4 English teams, does it feel like the World Club, Club World Cup, or does it feel more like, you know what I mean? Does it just feel like a Champions League, or is it starting to be a bit too lopsided in our direction? And you know that the money's in our country and the Premier League money, it starts to become a bit unfair. Now suddenly the Austrian teams are looking at you like, I'm never going to be able to be in this because, it's not really a fair balance in terms of the football landscape and all that. So I don't know. I hear you, but at the same time, I understand why they've limited it and they've capped it. So, but anyway, that is a fair thing to bring to the table. At least you have some logic there. You know what I mean? Unlike some of the other shit I've been hearing. Anyway, so what we doing? Mark is still asking dumb questions. Because we just trying to crack on. You know what I mean? We just trying to crack on with the tournament. We here. You know what I mean? We just trying to participate. We just trying to get involved, trying to potentially win some. We got all these men just chatting patty in the background. Like, just let us get on with our tournament. It's got nothing to do with you. But yeah, listen, the matchups have been very interesting. The South American teams versus the European teams has been very interesting matchups, man. And also, like, stylistically, the football is just so different. So you're never going to get that anywhere else. You're never going to get Boca Juniors versus Benfica ever, anywhere. So I'm very interested to see that, That's something that's fresh, is something different. Especially if you're like a proper football nerd, you're probably buzzing seeing a fixture like that. Because you're not going to get that. And then you're going to get that one every 4 years, So I hear it. I understand. I understand why it exists. And again, sometimes when we're in Europe, we're just kind of in our own bubble. Our football's, at the top tier of broadcasting, so who cares about everybody else? But these South American teams and their fans and their supporters, you can't tell me that they're not more, they're any, less interested in the sport than anyone else. The way that they take this tournament so seriously and the quality that they have, and you've seen it, how are we not going to have something for them? How are we not going to bring them in and play against them? And we want to see who the best in the world is. That's the whole point. Like, to assume the best in the world is in Europe, yes, 9 times out of 10 it is. But if it's not, I want to find out who the best in the world is. And this is where the other teams in the world get an opportunity to say they are the best in the world. So, for me, the logic is there. We can talk about the lack of logic with Nations League and extra tournaments, but the logic for this one is actually there. There's actually like a gap. There's a gap in the football market for it. Just needs to be done better. Just needs to be done better. Anyway, let's see what's going on. I might shut that poll down. We're kicking off in about 7 minutes. So I'm going to shut it. I'm going to shut it down. Let's see. Yeah. A lot of people got their votes in, so we're good. This is going to be a tough game, man. I'm fully expecting this to be very tight. 1 goal in it, potentially. I'd love for us to just turn up and smack them, because the way their admin's been talking and their fans, like, I love it. Whenever we come up against these kind of teams, it goes one of 2 ways. If they know that they're significantly worse than us, like a Serviette or an Astana, then their TikTok admin is twerking for Chelsea. They're trying to build up a friendship, build up a relation, get themselves in the algorithm, because they're trying to grow their social, presence, and they're trying to buddy, maybe even little affiliate club in the future, little loan deals, send a couple man to Kazakhstan, etc. So it goes that way. And then when it's not, it's the complete other way. These Flamengos are cussing us, rivalry, calling us out, sending shots. I said, raw. What's going on? And it happens every time we buck one of these South American teams. They always got something to say about our club. And I don't know why. They're moving so mad online, cussing us out. I'm like, yo, we're not even rivals. Like, what's going on? We're just here to play you, see what you got, see what you're saying, break bread, drink wine. Why is there animosity? I don't understand. But this is the way they move. And I love it. I'm not going to lie. It's on site. They don't give a shit. They don't care. They got something to prove. So I hear it. But it is funny. It is funny to see. They've got more energy for us than most teams in England have for us. It's mad. They got so much energy for us. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. So if I was going, this is the game I'd go to. Like, if I had to pick a game, I'd always try and earmark the South American side we're playing, because the Americans are lovely, usually. The MLS team's lovely, you know what I mean? Pally. But these games are just nasty. It's just, atmosphere's going to be crazy. Well, should be crazy, depending on the time. But yeah, it's always mad. It's always mad. Someone said cool ice in the chat. You lot are crazy. You lot are insane. Right. Chelsea co-owner has gone on and bought the Lakers. Yes, they have. I saw that. LA Dodgers, Lakers. Listen, we're clearly trying to build some sort of, I don't even know what to call it. It's not a multi-club model. It's a multi-sport model. You know what I mean? Multi-sport model. So we got the baseball, got the basketball, got the football. What's next? Formula One? That's probably next, I'll be honest. Formula One. Maybe sponsor a car. In fact, Chelsea used to, little fun fact for you. Chelsea used to sponsor Sauber F1 team. Now, Sauber F1 team doesn't exist anymore because they changed the name and all that. But I remember watching F1 and I remember seeing a Chelsea badge on an F1 car. And that shit was sick. I almost changed my support. I almost changed Alliance and started supporting Sauber just because of that. So I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't knock it. If you want to put a Chelsea badge on an F1 car, let's do it. Let's get it done. The Red Bull model. I mean, Red Bull is a completely different thing, man. The way they do sports is crazy. Red Bull, they'll be doing, and they don't even take like the main big sports. They'll take like the really obscure, random Olympic sports that you only see in Olympics. You don't even talk about that sport for the rest of the year, or yes, you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Red Bull is different. I don't know if Eunice has fell asleep. Some people saying he hasn't started his watch along. I have no idea. I'm chatting to him next on All You Can Eat Chelsea on tomorrow, I believe we're recording. So I have no idea what's going on, but I'll check. Let me check now. No, he's live. He's oh no, maybe I don't know. No, he's there. He is not. Maybe he did fall asleep. Maybe he's going to explain right now. Explain yourself. But yeah, he's alive. All right, cool. We kicking off soon. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to kick off. Let me get the timer ready. Guys, we are about to play the Flamengos. This is it. I'm very much looking forward to this. This is a proper test. We can't play in second gear today. All that second gear stuff goes out the window. You can't do that here today. Today you gotta go full on, full throttle. So that's why I'm most looking forward to it. I just feel like we're gonna get a better idea of what we're on in this tournament. Timer. Cool. We're about to kick off soon. Bang. Let's log in here. Cool. Chelsea. What you got for us today? All right, nothing's on yet. But yes. We can smash these, man. Bruv, I would love nothing more than us to smash this team up. Because, like I said, the way they've been chatting, a humbling would be lovely. I would love it. I think if I could choose to smash any team, pause. If I could choose to batter any team, that's wild as well. If I could choose for us to smack up, if I could choose for us to... If I could just choose to win a game by a lot of goals, this is the game I choose. I don't mind us playing in second gear. No, I mean in the group, sorry, in the group. So I don't mind us playing in second gear against all the other teams in this group. Because we're kind of just like, you know, playing the game, playing the occasion, saving ourselves, conserving our energy. I'm fine with all that. I don't mind. If you want to do that against the teams that we're expected to beat, no problem. But this lot, yeah, this lot, it needs to be serious. It needs to be serious. But yeah, I mean, listen, of course, if you were to rock up at PSG, Champions League winners, and slap them 3-4s, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's very mad, you know. We got to humiliate them. We do indeed. So at the moment, the ads are playing. So I'm just waiting, but very interested to see. Oh, no, it's coverage. I'm getting coverage now. Cool. We here. Oh, the atmosphere is moving mad from what I'm seeing. Now, obviously, DAZN are zooming in right now on the cameras. They're zooming in on the lenses. We're playing in our fresh away kit. Wait, I forgot. I need to go to the mega store very soon. And start picking up all the kits. Because, wow. Our kits. I know I haven't really spoke about it too much. I really should do kit reveals and shit. But listen, our kit, I was in South Africa, I think, when our kit dropped. Our kit is so damn nice. All of them. And it's very rare that I get to compliment our kits because some of them have been atrocious. Like, I'm not going to lie. The one I'm wearing, it's not nice. I just got it because... like, we need it. We got to get the kit, like, you know what I mean? But these ones, I'm happily purchasing. I'm purchasing with a smile on my face. When I had to buy this one, I was kind of frowning. I was reluctant. I was kind of like, I'm in an R-in. But this kit that we're wearing right now, also the one that Jackson was modeling as well, the kind of like, gave me like very Nigerian vibes. The little details in the actual tracksuit on top of, you know, it's just unbelievable. So, yeah, I'm gonna be copping these very soon. I'm gonna be copping these very, very soon. Right, we are currently seeing someone go down injured, so let's see. I'm just gonna have this on 2 screens. See if we can rolling around. What's happened to him? All right, cool. Let's move on. And I don't know this team like that well, so I'm interested to see how they play, like possession wise. Obviously, PSG dominated possession in the other game, so I don't know this game. Are they going to try and keep the ball, play us off the park? What's going on? Felipe Luis, what's your tactics? What's your tacticos? What's your tacticos, bruv? Right. There's a couple balloons on the pitch, I think, from their support. Stadium, I can't really judge their attendance because the cameras are really low. But from what I can see, it looks fantastic. Atmosphere looks rocking. Obviously, their fans are going to outweigh our fans because, I mean, I shouldn't even have to explain. Bruv, the South American supporters, they don't play. Especially in this tournament. They take it so seriously. They take it so seriously. And they love their football. So, yeah, they regardless of whatever stupid price the Americans are trying to put out there, and more FIFA really, but I don't know who's in charge of the pricing. I don't know if it's partly the American, people at the stadium, and whoever's in charge of each stadium and the pricing there and how much it costs to rent a venue and all that kind of stuff that comes into it. FIFA as well, taking the piss. They don't care what price that's being put out there, they're gonna pay because they're not missing these games at all. So they're on it. We're currently playing a little bit of build up out of the back. Keeping the ball quite nicely. Oh, we've just lost it in the first phase. Jesus. And a free kick. That's a poor tackle. Oh, wait. No, the referee said get up, Fez. Enzo. Oh, my days. This is a scrap. This is a real scrap. Messy opening exchange to the game. Sanchez with an error. Sanchez with an error leading to an opportunity for some... What? No way. There's no way Sanchez is the reason why we... What? No, man. No way. No way, man. It's not like as if he had bare errors leading to goal last season, bare errors leading to opportunities. Nah, can't be him, man. Must have been someone else. Must have been... Let's just blame Stellino. I'm telling you, he will have to have a year of top-level form that we saw, the form that he showed towards the back end of the Premier League season. I'll need to see that form for a whole year before I start to believe that he's capable of being Chelsea's goalkeeper. That's how long. Don't come to me after 5-6 games. Purple patches. I need to see a whole year because I can see the cap. I can see him literally capping. I can see him faking it till he makes it. I can smell it. Oi, what a pass. Delap. Oh, unlucky, son. That kit is so cold. Oh, my God. I love the red, green color wave. Oh, wow. But lovely to see. Delap making that run in behind, stretching defenses, decent strike. He always shoots with quite a lot of power. Delap he seems more like a power over placement person. I don't know if that's a fair analysis, but that's just what I gather from what I saw last season. Seems more like a power over placement. Like a Drogba in that sense. Drogba was more of a power over placement at times as well. Actually, most of the time. Unless it was a free kick, but he did love to hit a lot of power and back of the ball, hit the ball quite hard. 5-6 minutes in, cross is coming in right now, headed over the bar. Yeah, like a Jamie Vardy. That's why I compared him to Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy's a classic example of more of a power over placement kind of striker. Jamie Vardy is what I kind of see a lot of Jamie Vardy in him. In some ways, I think he's going to be a better link man, of course. Jamie Vardy's never really needed to do that necessarily because the team he plays for is just hit direct in behind. Take advantage of his assets. You don't really waste time building up with Jamie Vardy when you can just hit him down the channel immediately. But in a more possession-based team like ours, you're going to have to do those things. So it'd be interesting to see. Obviously, at Ipswich, he didn't have to do it because, them man were one of the worst teams in the country, so literally just fighting defenders all day. Right. I don't see a Kane. But I think people say Kane because he's the successor to Kane in the England squad, not because he plays like Kane. But let's see. If he ends up becoming something like Kane, then I'll be a very, very happy Chelsea supporter, I'll tell you that. Good defending, Caicedo there. As always. Free kick ref, thank you very much. Just go on DAZN. Just type in DAZN on Google and just watch the game there, bro. It's the easiest way for you to do it. Pretty sure it's worldwide. I mean, it's Club World Cup, so if that's not available worldwide, then something's wrong. Something's not making sense. Club World Cup, but it's limited to certain countries would be crazy work. Here's Chalobah, Levi Colwell. Where's that pass going? He's not really played it to anyone. Referee seems to be pretty lenient. He's not going to just blow the whistle for any old 50-50, so toughen up. They're in possession. Caicedo. I love this guy. Somewhere in the world, others are sipping pina coladas, not watching the game because they ain't got time to watch this. So they won't be seeing this performance or any of the other ones. But hey ho. All we can do is keep reporting back to the people. Hey, people. Someone said in the chat, Nkuku needs to pick up all these balloons immediately. Said Nkuku needs to pick up these damn balloons. Oh my days. Colwell switching it over hit. Oh my days. I need to see a wide shot of the stadium because I want to get a gist of this, the capacity, the sellout attendance. I just want to see how mad it is because it looks kind of mad. All these balloons everywhere. Oh, they're in behind. They're in behind. Thankfully, Caicedo's on the charge. Cut back. Saved. Felipe Luis managing Jorginho doesn't seem right. It's mad. And you know what's so funny about that is Jorginho is guaranteed to become a coach. Guaranteed to become a coach. I can smell it. From the moment he stepped foot at Chelsea from Napoli and started playing that regista role, I just knew he's 100% going into coaching. I don't know if he's already done his badges, but he is definitely going into coaching. No doubt about it. He's going to be managing some Brazilian team in about 2 years, 3 years, 100%. That's a poor pass. That was never going to connect. Gusto. And now Caicedo's booked. Trying to clean up your mess. Is that Caicedo suspended? There was a couple of players that was on one yellow card away from suspension. I don't really mind them getting that card now and being suspended for the next game because the next game we should be rotating anyway. So, because I do believe you can't get the yellow cards reset until after the quarterfinals. So, the likelihood... I mean, listen. A blonde hair Caicedo with a yellow card is as good as anything. But may as well get it out the way so it resets, and then going into the round of 16, everybody's on fresh. So I think it's Caicedo, Reece James, and Cucurella. I might be wrong, but it might be those three. Send a new. Some people are saying send a new bid to AC Milan now. Oh, brother. I'm just looking at some, whilst we're still waiting for the game to go back on, I'm seeing some of these Flamengo fans outside the stadium. Jeez, what an atmosphere. Chelsea fans in shock as they find out what real fans look like. These lot really want it. They want all the smoke. Is this the official club account? This is the fucking hell. Hey, we need to smoke these fools, man. This is the official club account. Wow. Not even a troll. Chelsea fans in shock as they find out what real fans look like. The official club account. Oh my God. This is crazy. Could you imagine an English club tweeting something like that? Never. These guys have got no manners. Hey, go on. Make my day. Make my day. Pedro Neto, what you got for me? Shut the fuck up. What now? What now? Right in front of the fans as well. What now? What now? Hold that, Flamengo. Come on. Yes. Pedro Neto. This is what we need to see. Wolverhampton Wanderers counter-attacking, goals galore. This is what Pedro Neto needs. He needs this to survive. Counter-attacks. This ain't a possession-based winger. This brother wants counters. He wants the ball in behind. He wants direct. He wants the proper Chelsea. Old school. 1v1. And you know, because we haven't really seen him in these scenarios for Chelsea since he signed last season, I didn't really know how much confidence to have in him 1v1. But boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Put it straight through the keeper's legs. Actually, it was just past the keeper, actually. Not even through the legs. He said, listen, see you later, sunshine. See you later, sunshine. In the heat. 1-0 against the Flamengos. Yeah, hold that. Hold that. Nasty, nasty club. Moving very nasty on the timeline. So hold that. Hope all their fans are crying. Crazy. Great finish. Great goal. Listen, I'm here for it. Counter-attacks. We need to be better at them. We need to be more devastating, more cutthroat, more ruthless on the break. Got to do both sides. Let them keep coming into our half and thinking that they're the shit. And then just break them apart like that, man. There's nothing better. Feels so good. Like, you can get your enjoyment from football in so many ways. Yes, you can be the best team in Europe like PSG and play that liquid football. And there's so much that you take from that. The whole world is licking your ass. You say, oh, you're the best ever. Yeah, thank you so much. I know we are. That's nice. But there's also something about seeing another team get in your half, keep the ball, think that everything's sweet. They're getting all confident. And then next thing you know, bang! Punch in the face. I enjoy that too. I enjoy that too. I'm not going to lie. That's also very, very fun to watch. Great finish. 2-2. Yep, 2-2 for Pedro Neto. Very, very good. Big season for him. Very big season for him next season. Obviously cost quite a bit. And we got a lot of young wingers that could do with father figures. You know what I mean? So, someone step up. Someone be the stepdad. You know what I mean? Someone step up. If that's Pedro Neto, fantastic. Don't really care who it is. Just someone. So one of these wingers needs to step up. That's all I know. Nah, should have played that short. Should have played that on the ground. Great start for us in terms of the score. Just keep this going. Doesn't have to be a beautiful win, just needs to be a win. Got to respect the opposition. Best team in Brazil. It's going to be a difficult afternoon. Just need to get the result. Got to be top of the group. Maybe get a bit more champagne football in the next game. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, man, they're strong. No South American team has lost in this tournament so far. So there's no need to be expecting anything other than a tough game. Saeed just said Neto should get cooked more. I don't mind him saying that. At the end of the day, Neto had some big moments last season against Fulham, against who's the game? What was the other game that he scored in? I can't remember. My mind's gone blank. But he had some big games. He had some big moments. But at the end of the day, week to week, consistently in the Premier League, he didn't do a good enough job. None of the wingers were good enough. So I don't mind people saying, "Oh, he should be cooked," but Arsenal, sorry, that was the game. Yeah, thank you. Arsenal at home. So I don't mind people thinking that he should be cooked more or whatever. I don't mind. It's up to Neto to put in better performances. Listen, Chelsea fans, we don't lie. We don't lie. When Caicedo's meant to be talked about, we tell you. When Enzo's improved this season, he's playing well, we told you. When, you know what I mean? When people are delivering, they get their flowers. And when you're not delivering, you don't get your flowers. We don't really tend to lie. So I don't mind. Now, obviously, people got their favorites and shit like that, but that tends to get shut down as well. Like, if someone's getting a bit too much favoritism, people let them, they'll let them know. All right, we keeping the ball quite well. Well, sorry, they are keeping the ball right now. Good pressing from Delap. Cole Palmer as well. Feels like Gusto's kind of in line with Caicedo and Enzo at times, but Cucurella is more in the 4 at the back. So it's I don't know. This is why formations are sometimes overstated, because I feel like in this type of game, I'm more seeing people in zones more than I am in a rigid formation. I'm more seeing zones, and I'm just seeing consistently that you're in that zone, you're in this zone, you're in this zone, and you're all taking care of your different zones. And this is where I'll find you on the pitch, but you're not necessarily playing a position that I can put down on paper. You're playing quite a few positions at once. 20 minutes. 20 minutes gone. Neto's quite central. Cucurella. Caicedo. No, that's not going to work. Yeah, I definitely want to see more. Want to see Palmer on the ball more for sure. For sure. He's on that right-hand side. Enzo. Chalobah's stepping up as well. We're getting very touch-tight to these guys. Whenever they receive the ball, we're onto them. Delap now pressing as well. They're working it very well, Flamengo. They work it very, very well, I'll be honest. That's a shit pass. As soon as I said that, they just give the ball away. Right, James. It's given away again, Palmer. He's not aware of what's around him in that moment. You know, on the left side, it's a bit of a gap between the midfield defence. Good block, Cucurella. If you are going to give Palmer a break, who are you going to take out of the team? It's another booking now. Referee's starting to pull the cards out. Oh, that slide. Wirtz was announced, was he? Is that by the club? Pedro Neto booked. Mistimed the challenge. Yeah, images are going out now. Florian Wirtz announced. Kendry Pires is sitting in the stands watching as he's only able to train at the moment. He's only able to train. Would have been so exciting to see him. Purely because as well, we obviously can't see Esteval in this tournament. So just to see Pires would have been very, very interesting. That was very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. It's Cucurella again with the defending. That kit is so clean, man. Can't believe it. Oh my God, what is going on now? Clear, good. Out for a throw. Hmm. 24 minutes, so they're currently in possession. Delap's chasing down. I don't really see much in that Madueke to Arsenal link either, by the way. I know they were linked before, but surely if he's leaving, he's going to want to play regular minutes, and he's not going to surely want to go and play on the left wing on a regular basis as a, like, you have to play out there because Saka plays right. And then you're also not going to probably want to back up Saka as a young 23-year-old, so, or 22. So I'm not really understanding that one. Surely he goes to someone more like a Newcastle where he's actually going to start at right wing. Jacob Murphy's like 30-something. And then you're really actually trying to prove yourself. Good claim from Sanchez. Can we get a counter-attack going? No. No. Yeah, no one's really given him option, to be fair. Moments passed. We need to stop trying to put Sanchez under pressure with them crazy passes there. Just, you're not that guy. How's Wesley doing? I don't know. I assume he's trying to recover back from that injury he had last season so he can get himself ready for the Prem. Oh, little scoop. Flamengo. Cut back. Good defending again from Chalobah. Last 5-10 minutes, they're on us. They're really trying to create chances, keeping the ball very well, working it. And we're kind of just going through the period, but that was slightly offside anyway. They're playing very well on that right-hand side. Colwell clears. His long-range passing isn't really on it at all today so far. Just seem very random, these punts. Cucurella. Gusto's lining up a long range shot. Keepers kind of spilled it a bit, then claimed it. And then now, back in possession they are. Never seen Gusto score from that range before. Felt very much like a Rudiger effort. I remember when Rudiger was lining up long shots for about, how many years? 2-3 years, just long shot after long shot. Skied. Then he slapped one in. I don't think we even won the game that he slapped one in, but slapped one in at Stamford Bridge. Made up for all those misses. Maybe that's what Gusto's trying to emulate. Someone clamp this guy down, please. There we go. Sanchez. Cucurella. Colwell. Build-up play needs to be better. Fucking hell. As soon as I say that, the build-up play needs to be better. These man dash it out of play. Goodness me. Build-up plays. We're getting pressed. They're pressing. Come on. All right, can we... Nope, we've launched it. Delap. Make that stick. Nice. Oh, my days. Can't get the ball under control. Actually, Neto's done very well there. Can you just give that to Delap? Oh, lovely, Neto. Hey, lovely. Well done. Oh, hey, listen. What was that? Man said, I'm not Portuguese, I'm Brazilian. God, no. I was like, he was so off balance on the left touchline there. I thought, there's no way he's keeping this just because he's so off balance. Then he managed to get himself balanced, wriggle his way through two players, and nutmeg for the pass. Look, crazy. Very well. Cucurella. Gusto out, Santos in, push Reece right back. Thing is, with Reece, is he ready to start doing the overlap? Because if you're going to play Palmer right wing, you're going to need someone to overlap him. Otherwise, it's not really going to work. He's not like got blistering pace. He's got a good change of pace, but he's not got blistering pace. So you could do with a little bit of assistance on the flank. I don't know if Reece James is ready to be doing the up and down. They're having a cooling break right now. I should have my own little cooling break. Let me get myself some water. Hot. Bro, the mini fridge was one of the best investments I've ever made. I'm telling you right now. Unbelievable investment, bro. Especially when you're down here. Oh, shit. There's ice cream now. God damn, we got snacks. We got snacks, baby. As I was saying, when you're down here, it gets hot. Bruv called me a fatty. Bruv, that's very rude, bro. That's very rude, bro. Timothy, bro. Timothy goes to school. Bruv, that's very rude, bro. I'll have no fat shaming in here, I'll be honest. I won't have that. Bruv, that was so rude. I'm still going to eat what I'm eating, but I'm not going to eat it with a smile on my face now. Kind of dampen the mood now, Timmy. That was nasty. I just, what, when you just so happy, it's a good day outside. I've got a lot of work done today, behind the scenes, building stuff. Come see my people for a watch along. Come watch the mighty Chelsea. Now I've got some snacks coming through the door. Everything's so good. And you come back to the chat and you just see someone called Timothy's called you fat. It's crazy. It just really puts a dampener on things, I'll be honest. Kind of ruins the mood. It's mad. Might even shed a tear. Crazy. It's mad. Timothy. Bro. You know what's so mad? It was the first thing I seen as well. I came back to the live chat. It's the first thing I read. Fatty. All these comments. I could have looked at any other comment and I would have been all right. First thing I saw was that. I said, whoa, shit. That was really unnecessary. Oh, my days. Free kick in our direction. Oh, man, it's too funny. Oh, free kick in our direction. Caicedo. Oh. So obviously we've seen what Caicedo with Lavia looks like. Which is obviously more defensive, and I still feel like we can play passes with that. Obviously Enzo's the pass master. That's what we bought him for. He's the one that's going to really bring the creative passing to the stage. But make no mistake, Caicedo can pass the ball. Lavia is a really good ball carrier and can bring it through. So we shouldn't be absolutely dead for chance creation, but it is going to be stifled a little bit. And then I'm very interested to see what kind of part Santos plays in midfield when he's paired up with Caicedo. Because really, Caicedo is the one midfielder that's undroppable. You can make a reason or a case to take Enzo out, take Lavia out, but Caicedo is not coming out this midfield. So I want to see what he looks like next to Santos. Who does what? That'll be interesting. I'm still going to eat the ice cream, I'll be honest. Fat shaming or no fat shaming, the ice cream's got to be eaten because it's out of the fridge now. And it's gonna melt, so... Not proud of myself eating it, but I'm eating it, guys. The lap not being up to par. Nah. I'm not too worried about the lap right now. We need to sustain a bit more pressure, get ourselves up the pitch a bit more frequently. Obviously, right now, Delap is kind of doing hold up, doing a lot of donkey work, running channels, making space for others. I need us to actually get into their half and start having a bit of possession because we've just been getting bopped for the last 20 minutes. Look, passes completed, 202 for them, 83 for us. That's crazy. And most of them passes, just being in the back line. Colwell and Chalobah and whatnot. Okay. Oh, it's overhit, man. A lot of our long-range passing is overhit right now. It's not connecting. I've not seen Palmer, I'll be real. It's mad. He's not on the ball at all. I don't even want to say we're not getting him on the ball, but he's just not involved. DHL says, I don't think Maresca's tactics are extremely beneficial for anyone in the team. I mean, there's an argument to say the players that have played the best is beneficial to them because they're playing well. Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, they're playing well, so it must be beneficial to them. But for some people, yes, I understand what you're saying. It's not gonna be one shoe fits all kind of thing. Some players are gonna benefit from a manager, some players are not. That's just how the game goes. unless your squad building is so on point and you've had longevity with one manager, everybody now should really benefit from that manager because you built the team in his image or in his style. But that doesn't happen at Chelsea Football Club, so... I have to say, these Kinder Bueno ice creams are unbelievable, guys. If you haven't gone to your local off license and copped one of these, you're missing out. You're missing out. It's hot out there, and this right here slaps. It slaps. I'm being serious. Why are you laughing, bro? I'm being so serious right now, bro. Man's out here laughing like I'm joking around. Here's Palmer. Come on. What you got for me, man? You're wearing the 10 now, Palmer. You're wearing number 10. Come on. The pressure. Oh, no, ref. Come on, man. Palmer was just about to find some space. Jorginho, what's going on? Come on, man. Jorginho, man. Come on. What are you doing? This guy tugging Palmer down just as we was about to get some space. All right, we got a wide free kick to take. Big up to James Alcott as well. I've been on his podcast a few times. And he's hosting a show on DAZN, which is insane. Like, I think people need to deep how mad that is if you haven't deeped already. He's a YouTuber. And he's hosting a whole ass show on mainstream media. Like, not on a panel, not a guest. He's hosting it. Like, that is crazy. So credit to him, because that is mad. That is mad. That is actually mad. I don't know what other adjective to use for that. That is crazy. Do you know what I mean? So, because usually, like, you know who your presenters are, you know who your reporters and journalists are, and you know who your YouTubers are. It's very clear and obvious. And obviously his analysis and his work on his channel. And then his work with Premier League as well. So, like I said, I've been on the Ripple Effect a few times. But to see him doing that is insane. So big credit to him, man, because that's mad. That's very mad. If you haven't seen his channel, then I don't know how you haven't, actually, because he's got a lot of subs. He's got like 300 something thousand or 400 something thousand. I don't know. So, but yeah, Jimbo. Call him Jimbo. You know what I mean? Does very good videos, man. Can tell a lot of effort's gone into them. Flamengo, 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to breach this defense, because otherwise we're going into halftime with our waters and our drinks, laughing in your faces. You can have all the possession you want. I'll be honest, I don't really care today. I just want the result, because the way these men were talking, I just want the result. But all this possession, they played very well. Good build-up play, good press. It's all there. But we're moving like thieves, robbers. We're just here for the result. They're bopping it though. I'll be honest, they're bopping us. They're bopping us to death. We're just like so far behind, making silly fouls, stop start. We're struggling. I don't know if it's the heat. I don't know what the Fahrenheit is out there right now, but we're struggling. We just need to get inside half time, because it's a long half. It's been a long half. We need a little bit more energy. Maybe get Santos in there. Get Guiso in there if we're gonna have a ball winning midfielder. Let's see this brother start. You know what I mean? Let's see this brother start snapping at some players. He's meant to be the big ball winner. So let's maybe bring him in. He probably will come in last 10, 15, but yeah, man, we're struggling. Referee, Cucurella. I didn't watch the last Palmeiras game. I saw Esteval got man in the match. What's going on, guys? Is he really? Because the first game he got man in the match, and I was like, all right, cool. He was good, but I don't want to do too much. And then the second game I didn't watch, and he got man in the match, and I was like, what's going on right now? Is he really shelling out, or we just vibes? is PR? I don't mind PR, you know. You know what I mean? I don't mind some PR, but I just want to know if it's PR or not, so I can act accordingly. Because I don't know. I didn't watch the game, so I'm not trying to make any assertions. But did he deserve man of the match, or is he just getting it by default now because we're doing PR? Is it a fan vote? Some people are saying it's a fan vote. We cleared off the line. We did indeed. Bro, let's get this ball clear, man. Right off the line there. Wide free kick. Is it off? Nah, it's not offside. Headed off the line by Levi Colwell. Great defending. Popularity contest. Yeah. I just don't want to gas it. Do you know what I mean? For no reason. I have no problem gassing if it's a madness. But if it's not a madness, I'd rather just calm it down. You know what I mean? Just let the kid breathe. Go on. Oh, I thought the lap was going to be there. Not quite. Unlucky. We still got possession. Palmer tried for the nutmeg. Didn't work. I just saw the lap running across right in front of his defender. I thought, wow. If this guy connects, I can see the net rippling. Running in behind Pedro Neto again. And that first time right foot pass just can't quite get the lap there in front of the defender. It's great defending, to be fair. He does get a foot in, but I feel like if the lap connects there, we're 2-0 up. Deservingly or undeservingly, we're 2-0 up. Going in the half time would have been beautiful. But when you're seeing Pedro Neto at his most dangerous is when there's a bit of space and we're going direct and we're playing those passes in behind early. We're not doing all this methodical, build up and slow, and we're trying to find him early so he can make that move in behind and then make a quick decision. When it's a low block, obviously he's going to cross. Sometimes it'll be overhit. Sometimes it will be underhit. But this is why at Wolves he was such a problem against us, because he was always getting in behind our defense because we were always the dominant team. And then he was just hitting us on the break with whoever it was, getting goals and assists. What's going on? People are saying VAR check. Yeah, I'm seeing the referee right now. What's going on? Did we get a penalty? Hold on. Nah, I don't think he's going to give it. He won't give a penalty for that. He's been too lenient on the 50-50s and stuff. I don't think he's going to give a penalty for that. It's just a little bit too soft. It's a little bit too soft. There's not enough in that to say it's a clear penalty. Yeah, check over. We're in possession. No, they're in possession. Sorry, Cucurella. Nope. No, Cucurella is killing me, man. He's actually such an enforcer. Nasty. Sometimes he's not even there to win the ball. He's just there to stop you, commit the foul, and then just jog off and ruin the whole play. But you can't book him because he didn't really injure or hurt anyone or do anything mad. And then he just keeps collecting these little nasty little fouls till he gets to like 5 of them. Speaking of which, he just booked Liam Delap. Everyone's getting booked. Everyone's getting booked. The whole team's going to be suspended for the next game. We'll have to play a whole different 11. Everyone's going to catch a suspension. This is crazy. I've never seen... So, what's going on? Okay. Yeah, bro. Referees, these cards are flying. Oh, shit. All right, I see the super chats. We're going to get to them at halftime. 30 seconds to halftime. Ball cleared, headed away. We're living life. We're going to be in at halftime very soon, if we're not already. Is it halftime for anyone? No, not yet. Shot, saved by Sanchez. Wow. Halftime. Halftime. It's an ugly game. It's definitely an ugly game. It's a lot of bookings and it's a lot of stopping and starting. And it's fair to say that they're more dominant in terms of the possession. I'm sure if I look at the stats, maybe I'm going to see that. But I'm not going to lie, I don't care. I think we're managing it quite well. I don't think they're having loads and loads of clear-cut opportunities, especially when we're not making the mistake ourselves like Sanchez did for that first opportunity that fell to them. So, obviously, we had to clear it off the line. And there has been a couple of moments, but it's very feisty. It's very, very ugly, but it's manageable. I think we're managing it okay. We're not getting the ball. We're not keeping the ball great. We're not building up very well, but off the ball, I think we're managing it okay. But it's a job. It's definitely a job. Obviously, we're going to need that second goal because you don't want to be 1-0 up in a game like this with these kind of fine margins. And like I said, they are bopping it about very nicely. They are clearly a very good team. So all the respect in the world to them. Clearly a very good team. But yeah, we're not here to play the game. We're not here to play with them. We're here to get a result. Let me go through the super chats real quick. And then we're gonna maybe even make a phone call. There's not a lot of, there's quite a couple of our players that are clearly not playing very well as well. I don't know why. What's going on with them, but they're not playing very well, some of them. You know what I mean? There's a couple of individuals that I'm not really seeing enough from. So I don't know if that's down to tiredness. I don't know if that's down to them just not playing well. I don't know. But when there's quite a couple of players I'm looking at, I'm thinking, yo, you could be a lot better today. And we're winning against a team like this. Then, yes, it is as good as it gets right now for us. If in terms of that, there's so many more levels to go on our side if we can actually do that. Why are Chelsea fans fear-mongering over Santos? I get he's a good player, but I think people should relax. Why can't players earn their right to play? This is Miles. Listen, I agree with you. Like, in terms of Santos, he shouldn't be a out-and-out starter. More than happy for him to work his way into the team. More than happy for him to fight for his place. That's exactly what he should be doing. I think people just are on edge because we know at this club, football doesn't always take priority. And what I mean by that is sometimes deals are done because there's another ulterior motive. There's another back to scratch. And it's not always because it helps us, or it's because we can be making ourselves the best we can be. And that's shown itself in the last few windows. So I'm not personally that worried, because I have no reason to be, because they've not done that before in terms of sell someone that they've purchased that I think is really highly regarded and we should not be selling. They haven't done that yet. When they do it, if they do it, then obviously that creates more worry and doubt in the future. But at the moment, I'm quite calm. Obviously, everybody would be a lot calmer if he gets some game time. But I'm sure he'll come on. If he doesn't come on today, then that kind of stuff will continue to circulate. And then obviously going into the last game, if he doesn't start that game, then it really is going to start to ramp up. I think as well, because people know that he's a very, very good player. He's a very good player. So he needs to be settled. He needs to be calm. And so far, all of his quotes have been. He's been saying that he wants to play for Chelsea. He wants to make it here. He can't wait. So at the moment, until anything changes, I'm quite calm. I hear you, Mad, but that too. Oh, yes, we read that one out already. Big up LJ Brown. Please say that in DR with the same tone. Yeah, I mean, if it comes up again, I have no problem. You know what I mean? I have no problem. Chelsea co-owner has gone on and brought the Lakers. Yeah, I don't know if we read this one out, but we did mention this earlier, Brian. Yeah, it seems like we're building our own multi-sport model. So big up the sports. Go sports. Let's get Formula One next. Get some cricket in there. Badminton. You know what I mean? Let's get let's get everything. I don't know I don't really mind. I don't care about that. That's just business ventures. Do you know what I mean? Business ventures, I don't really mind. It's not going to impact Chelsea Football Club, then I'm not really bothered what they're doing outside of that. Felipe Luis managing Jorginho. Yeah, we did read this one out. Oh, so we did read some of these out then, so I must just be confused. Chelsea says, nope, we did read that one out as well. LJ Brown, you're addressing me first as Millhouse, so now we're off to a really bad footing. Who would you play in the last 16 if you win? Guys, let me know in the chat. Who are we potentially going to be playing in the last 16? Because obviously, I think I've seen, is it Benfica or Boca Juniors? I don't know. Let me know in the chat. I feel like I've seen those two clubs come up. No, not PSG was quarterfinals. It wasn't PSG. I think it was Benfica. I can't remember. I thought it was PSG quarters we was talking about. Not. He's asking about round of 16. I think it's Benfica. Benfica or Boca. Yeah. So it's Benfica or Boca Juniors for the round of 16. Then it could have been PSG in the quarters. But if it's not PSG, then it'll be someone else from that group. Because obviously they just lost. So now it's looking interesting. That's how I remember it being. Kenzo says it's not the crazy. Even mainstream media recognizes that YouTube is becoming the main media. Oh, no. For me, it is crazy. And I'll tell you why. Mainstream media is certainly recognizing that YouTube and YouTubers is something that they have either got to integrate and involve, or they've got to just understand that they're there. You might not want to put them on your team, but you have to understand they're there. You know what I mean? You got to see that they're there and you got to act accordingly. And that is why you are seeing mainstream media do the same types of tier lists and challenges and, shorts and all that stuff that they weren't doing before. They're doing it now because they understand that no one has really got the Sky remote or the TV remote and typing in channel 412. No one's doing all that. It's not happening. It's on socials now. We're watching it. We're watching in a different way. So you got to get with the times. However, knowing that, integrating that as guest is different to making someone a host. Making someone a host is a big deal. There's a teleprompter. There's pressure. There's also being a host of a show is completely different to being a guest. I'm telling you that firsthand as someone that's been a guest and has not really trying to do the hosting yet. Because I've hosted on YouTube, and YouTube is an entry level because there's I mean, this is just like off the cuff. We're all talking to each other. If I make a mistake, it ain't that deep. Like, we're raw, authentic, whatever, but we don't need to worry about the timings and the cues and the earpiece and the this and the that. And I'm not, brother, trust me, when you go to that level it's different. So for me, the fact that they've given that role to someone that started on YouTube, that is a big deal. 100% that's a big deal, because you don't really see that. And you won't see much of it, I don't think, going forward. It's just, he's that good. He's that good, and he's clearly smashing it. Obviously, if more people show that they can handle that level of, that level of presentation, then of course, then there might be more opportunities. But trust me, that's very rare. So yeah, I wouldn't dismiss it. Or just think lightly of it. Why is our best right back in midfield when you have Santos? Bruv, when the lineup dropped, I was trying to make sense of like where people are going to be. I'm just trying to see it as zones today because my head is fried. I'm just trying to see it as zones, and I'm just trying to put myself out of misery on that. But when I'm talking about reference point, because some people obviously have just joined us, they don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about DAZN, and credit to James Alcott, if you've seen, he's hosting a show on DAZN. I think Liaz is featured. I think Julian Laurens, who we've had on this channel before, brilliant journalist, ESPN, he's on there frequently. I think Stump Peg's been on there, a few others. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about a YouTuber, originally YouTuber, now presenting for a mainstream media show. Big deal. Credit to him. That's what we was talking about earlier, and that's what that super chat is about. But yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to keep things. I'm just trying to keep things fluid in my head. Zones. But what I will say is, yeah, I want to see Santos in this game if possible, because I do feel like if we're going to be chasing shadows much longer, we're going to need some energy. And Santos in League One last season was really good for tackles, interceptions, getting about the pitch, and being a box-to-box midfielder. Which Enzo, obviously, yes, without the hernia injury, is still getting himself stuck in and involved, but it's just not his game as much as I feel like it will be someone like Santos who will just do that better naturally. So if we're going to be playing like this, and we're not going to be having the ball, we're going to need legs. We're going to need somebody to get about. So I think he's more than a fair option to look at. And in terms of Gusto and James, then I did say earlier that the fact that we haven't got many wingers, touchline wingers at this tournament, because of the Gittins still not getting over the line. Sancho's obviously gone back to United. The only real touchline wingers are Neto and Madueke. George is even more central pockets. I don't know if I want to see George on the actual touchline, like right out there, Still young, still developing, still not too sure about that. And then obviously Nkuku is Nkuku. Don't even need to say anything else. So yeah, he's not a touchline winger, I can tell you that. We need a left or a right winger. Yeah, we need a left winger. And the manager knows we need a left winger, and it's absolutely inexcusable to not go and get a left winger. Like, it's not even an option. And after Mudryk, the news came out that he's probably going to be banned for like potentially 4 years, then you're going to need to get two left wingers. You're going to need to get two left wingers, because you can't do anything other than make sure that you've got two players per position going into this campaign. So Mudryk, I'm glad that we got some clarity. I'm not glad about the result and the outcome, because obviously whether you rate him or you don't rate him, you can't sell him now. And his career is finished, really. If it's 4 years, his career is finished. Because you're not going to be able to keep your quality. You're not going to be able to keep your quality and your development path going without playing football for 4 whole years. When you come back from that 4 years, it doesn't matter how much you've been training. No matches. No, it's long. It's long. I don't even know what you do with that situation there. 4 years is crazy. The level that you're going to be playing at when you come back after not playing match football for 4 years is, yeah, you gotta go. You might be looking at, I don't know, 7th, 6th, 8th, 9th tier European League, not top 5. I don't know. It's not looking good. I don't know what you do with that situation. Honestly, I can't. When was the last time there was a ban that long? Guys, let me know in the chat. But that's crazy. your career is really, really screwed. 1 year, 18 months, you're all right. You can find a way. 4 years is, if it's 4 years, it's done. So we need a lot. We need to add 2. Who is Palmer's backup? Need competition. Should have been Kendry Pires at this tournament. For some reason, they didn't bring him. Then they said they're not going to bring him. Then they said they're going to bring him to train. Really, they just fumbled the bag and just got confused. There's no reason for him to be here training, but not available to play. I don't care what anyone tells me. Stelina is in the squad. He's not going to play, but he's still in the squad. Is he ready? No. Is he going out on loan? Absolutely. So why are you trying to take that logic, and then when it comes to Kendry Pires now, he's not in the squad, but he's here training because he's acclimatized into the group? You could have done that whilst being registered. What, you trying to tell me 5-minute cameo off the bench to give Palmer a little early break is going to kill someone? I don't think so. And even if you don't use him, you could have still registered him because we had slots. So it's just not making sense. It's not making no sense. All right, cool. Palmer's form's been bad. That whenever he gets the ball, I don't feel in peace as I used to. What do you think of his performance in this setup? I don't really like to talk about the setup with Cole Palmer too much because I do think that Cole Palmer is a multifaceted player in terms of can play many roles, many positions, and do it to a high level. Now, the manager said you're available or you're okay to move around. Like he said, so he said Palmer was getting bored, right? And then he decided to go wide, and then things started popping off for him. And then the managers come out in the quotes and said, you could have just done that from the beginning. No one told you to stay wherever the heck you were. You could have come, pull out wide, double up. Like, I find it very hard to imagine that Cole Palmer's role doesn't allow him to go wide, double up with the winger, and create the havoc. So you're not getting the overlap from fullback, but you're still getting the winger who is out there anyway, so it's still a 2v1. And that 2v1 is existing on the right, and it's existing on the left. If you're not getting any change on the right, you're not having any fun on the right, go to the left. How many times have we saw in the last game Cole Palmer play a cross, whipped it from the left, great ball into the box, nobody on the end of it. Chance creation. Same goes for the right-hand side. So I don't want to just say these things for no reason. I'm trying to understand where people are coming from in terms of the system is doing it to him. But I'm still seeing Cole Palmer picking up the ball in similar areas that he used to, but we're just not getting the same productivity. So I don't know. And that's why during the season I was saying also, okay, some responsibility just also on Cole Palmer because you're just not playing well. Like I'm seeing you have chances that you would have scored that you're not scoring. It's not down to the system that you're missing a chance. You're just not putting it in the back of the net. You know, you would have lobbed the keeper. Now you're not, etc. So again, I'm not just gonna just do it because right now, let's be honest, the manager's the easier target because Cole Palmer last season, the season before, everything was great. Now the manager's come in. Now we have to kind of look at him and say you're at fault. But is there a world where Cole Palmer was maybe always going to just have a little bit of a dip anyway? Because what he did in the first season was like freakish. If he had that dip, but it was the same manager, would we still say it's the manager's fault? Or would we just say Cole Palmer's just going through a bit of a rut? I don't know. You're saying he's not in similar positions. When the manager's been asked this in a press conference, he's said... And I remember the press conference as well. And trust me, I don't really always be defending him when he's speaking in the press conference. You know that from me stopping doing the previews. But when he's been asked about this, he's been saying, if I play him on the right and I give him the overlap from the fullback, he's going to be in the same position that he's in when I play him in the 10 and let him go into the wide areas with the winger. It's the same zone. You're still playing in that right half space. Cole Palmer was never going to stay on the right wing and run around, you know, Madueke's right wing role. He's never gonna be touchline. He's still always gonna want to come inside. So he's saying, regardless of whether I played him in there and let him go out there, or played him in there and let him go out there, he's doing it. I guess what you could say is the middle part of the pitch is more congested in comparison to the wing, and you're gonna get more space on the wing if no one doubles up, as opposed to the 10 where it's just more congested. There's more players. But again, do I want to say that Cole Palmer can't handle the congestion? I don't want to say that, because I feel like he can. That's what makes a top player. And that's why you got to slow it down with the Eden Hazard comparisons and stuff. Because if Hazard's playing in the middle, he don't give a shit about no congestion. You think Hazard cares about congestion? Brother, he'll go past 3-4 players at once, sit everybody's ass down and tell them, shut up. So, you know what I mean? So that's why we got to hold off on Hazard's name. Really shouldn't come out of anyone's mouth after about 5 years of works being mashed. I'll be honest. Until you mash 5 years work, Hazard's comparison should not come out of anyone's mouth. It doesn't matter who we have at this football club. I shouldn't be hearing Hazard's name comparison to anyone for 5 years. Minimum 5 years before I even hear that name. Because that is how good he is. That is how good he was. That is how good he is. Let me get the timer on screen. Second half's kicked off. I saw that brother do it just on the right at Anfield, on the left, pick it up off the centre mids, run through in the middle. Just stupid footballer. Stupid footballer. That's what you call a systemless footballer right there. Right, timer's going to be on screen. I loved it when Delap bodied the defender up the Chelsea. Big up, brother. How about Matoma? Matoma, certainly system-wise, makes sense because he's I mean, you don't get any more touchline winger than Matoma. That's for sure. That price, though. I mean, did you see what they rejected from Saudi? Something like 80-something million. I don't know if I want to be dealing with Brighton anymore, man. I'll be honest. They're nasty. And also, he's above 25, so that's not happening. But, yeah, Brighton, the prices that they be putting, it's stupid. João Pedro is a perfect example of that. No, personally, no, I wouldn't sign João Pedro. I think he's a good player. I like him, but I wouldn't sign him for us. I just feel like we're going down a route of having a player again where we don't really know what their best position is, and we're kind of just using them as like a mixture between multiple positions. Swiss Army knife FC. I just want out and out. This is your position in this system. You know how to master it. This is your bread and butter, so I can judge you. I don't want to talk about Nkukus and João Felix type players anymore. And I wouldn't pay 60 million for a squad player when we've got glaring holes in the starting 11. We're not at that point. If our whole starting 11 was on point and you talking about 60 million for a squad player, that's still crazy, but I could hear it. But when you got problems in your starting 11 and then you're talking about 60 million for a squad player, it's just not making sense. Gusto's on the right side. Sent Delap on a chase. Trying to cut it back. Mm-hmm. 48 minutes. So we've got a throw in at the moment. forgot to even ring. Javon's at the game, I think. It's good. Yeah, Javon's at the game. Yeah, I got a lot of love from South Africa for wearing the Chiefs kit. It's such a nice kit, you know. Such a nice kit. Obviously, I was in Joburg, and I know Orlando and Kaiser Chiefs are two biggest teams there. And I said it, like, I was in the shop and there was no Pirates. I didn't even get to compare. There was no Pirate shirts in the shop. I didn't even get time to even look and compare, contrast. I just said, raw. Let me get the Chiefs. I guess the upper. I guess the Lord has spoken. You know what I mean? So you're getting a Chiefs shirt whether you like it or not. So I got one and yeah, it looks sick. That wide free kick. I think everybody's offside, to be honest, because I think the Flamengo players have just stepped up, but still should be getting a better connection on that. Good ball from James. Really good ball. But yeah, Gusto's high and wide. Enzo, Caicedo. Oh, wow. That's out for a corner. That's out for a corner. Our build-up today has been a very messy. Credit to them for their press, but also just very sloppy from us at times. I'd like to think that we can go long with the lap. It's obviously very physical. Doesn't mind a 50-50. A lot more physical than Jackson in terms of bullying others. Even though Jackson's hold-up is good, as we saw for the goal in the last game. We don't rotate anyone with Cucurella, bro. And that's why, yeah, 100%. If Cucurella is starting to struggle, we got to bear in mind, maybe mark him on a curve, a little bit of an asterisk, because who is he meant to be getting a rest? When is he meant to be getting a rest? That's the thing. When is he meant to be getting a rest? Gusto. Headed away. Ball in, headed. Yeah, no, it's a great press. It is a great press from them. That was crazy from James to try and take that out the sky, man. Oh my God. He's made up for it. Oh my God, we could have conceded. That was crazy from James. If there's one thing I would have said don't do when I saw that long ball is take a touch. Especially when I'm seeing Chalobah running across you. Chalobah's running across you, making the situation even worse. And then you're trying to take a touch. I just said, this is bound to go wrong. Bound to go wrong. There's no way it goes right. There's no way it goes right. And we're so lucky that that shot that gets, was it saved? I think, yeah, saved a little bit. Doesn't quite fall to the attacker on the back post. Could have been 1-1. Or deflected by James, yeah. Blocked. Sanchez is down. He's suffering a little bit. "54 minutes gone." They're going to make a change. Enrique's coming on. "55 minutes. No, Petrovic is not in the squad, no. So if he was injured, I think obviously be Jorgensen coming on for him. He's going long, looking for Delap. That's a great pass. Brilliant pass from Sanchez. Just wide of the post. Brilliant pass. That is the kind of long-range passing we need to be seeing. Put it right in the danger zone. And even though Delap didn't really do much with it, just the fact that he put some pressure on the defender's got life. Because he's lucky that's not an own goal. I don't know if Palmer's just nutmegged someone there. Looked like it. Cross comes in. Keeper's going to claim. They're probably going to look to counter-attack. And they are. Got a lot of people forward. To be fair to us, we're fine. We're getting a lot of players back. They've not got many forward. They've worked it quite well. You're offside. Yeah, we got options off the bench. Madueke's on the bench. Jackson's on the bench. Nkuku's on the bench. Santos is on the bench. Could be better. Stadium's big, innit? What's the capacity for this stadium, guys? Dubois versus Usek. That's going to be crazy. Sanchez. Switch to Cucurella. Colwell. 75k. 65, 70. Well done, Caicedo, and then fucked up the pass. Cucurella gets it back. Brilliant. Brilliant from Cucurella. Palmer. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. That kind of touch is nothing to do with the system, brothers and sisters. That's just brothers not playing well, bro. Got a scan, man. For me, the more you say someone is system based, the more credit you're taking away from that individual's abilities and putting it more on the manager for how they perform. That's to me what I hear when I hear system player. So, if I rate Cole Palmer up here, but then I continue to call him a system player by saying he's not a couple of meters to the right, facing this way when he receives at this angle. Fuck all that. Because now I'm saying that this brother's limited. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say that one bit. I'm trying to say the brother's systemless. Because that's how good I believe he is and will be. So I'm not trying to call anybody a system player. He should be more in the mode of a maverick, exactly. And mavericks, they got to be given the freedom, 100% to showcase what they can do. But mavericks also have to then earn the right to be a maverick. You can't just be a maverick and not deliver or not perform when you receive in multiple areas, in multiple ways. That's what mavericks can receive in any way, in any role. You know what I mean? Fuck. What a save, Sanchez. He's starting to redeem himself second half after the early mistake in the game. Big save again. Flamingos are flocking. Really good football again from them. Ripped us apart to create that chance on the... He slipped while shooting, tipped it over the bar, but wow. They're really causing problems. No, I don't believe that, James, that it's not his position. He's played these positions before. What makes him an out-and-out winger is my question to you, because he can pass. Can pass really well. He's good in tight spaces. It's like saying Juan Mata could only play right wing, can't play 10. That's how I'm taking that. Mata played both. Woo! We fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, it's been coming. We've been fucking about. We found out. 15 minutes in this second half. We're even worse than the first. They are dominating. Cleaning up on our clock. They got the ball. They're keeping it. They're working it. They're creating. And it's only a matter of time. I'm just hoping the offside trap's gonna... I don't think it is. I don't think so. They are playing really good football. We haven't been able to get out the press. We're not able to play the football they're playing at the moment. And they fully deserve that. I'll be honest. They fully deserve that. No doubt about it. We can't watch this game and not say that is fully deserved. I cannot knock them. At all. They've been playing well. And they've sustained it. That's the key. It's not even like they've had patches and then... No, they're sustaining the football. They're sustaining it. We got to look at making some changes. I don't know if the energy levels have dipped because we've been chasing shadows for most of that first half. But second half's been even worse. Apart from a long punt to the lap, we've not done anything. Jackson's coming on. Reece James is coming off. Lavia's coming on, which means Gusto's going to go right back. Lavia's going to go midfield. He's going to try and outnumber them in midfield. Let's see if that can get us a bit more possession. Their fans are going absolutely ballistic. Let's see if we can get more possession, people, because they're bopping us. So we got Lavia, Enzo, Caicedo in midfield. If we can't have a bit of possession with them three all out there together... Chalaba, what are you doing, man? What's going on now? They're running at us again, chat. They're running us at... Chat! That... Bruv. Bruv, these Brazilians are problematic. Look at their supporters. Jesus. Their admin's doing a madness on Twitter. I can just tell. I don't even need to look. This is why the Club World Cup exists. Because in your own European bubble, you be thinking you're the shit. Your shit don't stink. These South Americans are rocking up. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Fuck. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, we're in a bit of bother. We're in a bit of bother now. Oh my God. They're good. They're good. They're good. They're really good. I'll be honest. They're good. And I was more than happy to shit, you know, I was more than happy to shit house my way through this, but they're good. They're a good team, man. They're a good team. Fuck. I don't even know what to say. I'm not even over the equalizer, and they just done it again. Second shot at the chest, no response. Flabbergasted is the only word I can use. I'm not even angry. I'll be honest. I'm not angry because I just feel like we're learning a lot today about Brazil. Like, they're good. First and foremost, before we cuss ourselves, they are good. And I said it on DR. South American teams are problems. Like, you ain't just gonna keep going to their country and to the continent, taking their players and not actually. Oh my fuck! Fuck! Fucking hell, man! What the fuck? What the fuck? What's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on? I don't understand. How many tournaments do you want to be suspended from? I didn't even see what happened. I'm trying to do the copium. I'm trying to do the hopium. Oh, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to do all of the hopium and copium, and this brother's getting sent off? Are you taking a piss? I was about to be reasonable. I was about to be calm. I was about to explain our wrongdoings. I come back. I turn my head for 2 moments. Oh my God. Come on, ref, man. Ref. Come on. That's not violent conduct, man. He stepped on his foot by accident. Come on, ref. You're having a laugh. This referee, you're just, come on, man. Referee. How many cards are you going to pull out of your wallet today? You're card happy. You're doing too much. You're trying to be famous. You're trying to be memorable. Lock in, man, ref. Ref, you gotta lock in. You gotta lock in, man. There's no need to send him off for that. Come on. He just come onto the pitch. He just came on. This brother's suspended for 2 tournaments. How do you even do that? He's going to be suspended for AFCON next. How is he suspended? Bro, the lap, you're going to be playing so many games. You're going to be playing so many games. This brother's always suspended. He's getting suspended more than Diego Costa. And that brother used to eat people's. He used to be eating people's ears and shit. Nibbling on all sorts. And he's, bro, this is crazy. I'm sorry. What's going on right now? Last 10 minutes, my life just changed. And then there's a fucking balloon just blowing in the wind just to piss me off even more. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, I don't... What's going on? How can a game turn like this so quickly? 2 goals, red card. Where from? Where from? This referee is so tapped. He actually started the game nice as well. I remember complimenting him for saying, yo, referee, he's letting things go. Like, cool. And then next thing I know, he moving mad with the cards. Everybody's getting carded. Even I'm on a booking. Even me. I'm on a booking. And I ain't even... bro. I've broken something as well. I didn't even... Oh my God. No, this is fucked. This is fully fucked, man. This is insane. This is absolutely... That's not a red card, I'm sorry. Usually, with Jackson, I can understand if he's done something dumb. That's not a red card. I'm sorry. That's not a red card, man. That's not... Like, what are we doing here? Just book him. How's that a red card? Oh, fucking hell, man. I will do a poll. I will. But I know now there's a fuck ton of rivals that have just pull up and they're going to tell me it's a red card. So what's the real point of me doing a poll anyway? Because these men are biased as hell. These men are going to tell me it's a red card. Where the hell did all of you come from anyway? I thought you didn't give a shit about this tournament. Now your asses have pulled up. How that makes sense? This is some bullshit, man. I actually can't believe this. I was just about to like delicately let us down gently. It can happen, you know, South America. You know, it's not easy. Tough teams. Put more respect on the continent. How many times have I said it? South American teams in this tournament, they might not go and win it, but they cause problems every time you play them. You always got to respect them. You can't be pulling up to that continent time and time again, taking their talents and then not paying respect to where you got the talent from. It's the same with France. You got to respect it to a degree. It's not plumbers and part-time electricians out here. This is a proper team, proper club. So I'm like, do you know what? First and foremost, before I start cussing us, let me just give credit to them. Because they're playing well. In possession, out of possession, build up, press, chance creation, everything. But my life has flashed before my eyes. And now I'm a little bit rattled because I don't really understand. I don't really understand how that's a red card. And it's funny because I was just arguing with Roberto, who was sitting here for the FA Cup final. And he wanted to make a massive point about PSG losing to a Brazilian side to prop us up. Again, he wanted to say PSG are overrated. And now we're losing. How stupid do you look? Like, wait until we play the Brazilian team before you start fucking chatting. Do you know what I mean? Let us actually beat them first before you start waffling. Fucking hell, bruv. But now look at us. We're losing to a Brazilian team. But anyway, listen. Like I said, I'm not angry. I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to be fair. I knew this was going to be a tough game. Decided by the odd goal. Not even necessarily going to look like the better team. Just got to keep doing your due diligence and fighting and scrapping. Like I said, no South American team has lost in this tournament so far. I don't think people understand. This is like their everything. The mentality of European teams coming into this is we want to be world champions. We should probably be world champions based on the quality we have. However, it's kind of messing around with our pre-season, and we got to look after the players, and it's really hot, and we're not really used to playing in these temperatures. And there's all of these factors that are coming in that are just taking us down a couple of notches. So I'm like, cool. I'm not trying to be unreasonable. There's been Nations League, Premier League's coming up. I'm not expecting, swashbuckling, Pep Guardiola, Barcelona football. I'm not expecting it. However, the South Americans, as you can see, they're pulling up. And you can see it with their fans. They're pulling up. This is their Champions League. What we call Champions League, this is their Champions League. This is the shit for them. They're not fucking about. I've said it year in, year out. This is what they do. They come into this tournament, and this is their creme de la creme, holy grail. Like, it's been marketed as the Club World Cup. This is the Club World Cup. This is the World Cup for them. It's gold trophy, pinnacle of the club football. This is it. Like, they prepared for this. Planned for this. So I hear it. I understand that. But I'm just a little bit shook. Shaken up. Because things happened a bit too fast for me to compute. Things happened very quickly. And it's mad. We were playing LA Galaxy at, second gear. And now this. Like, it's very different. It's very wild. It's very big contrast. Big contrasting. It's a little bit, it's mad. It's very mad. "13 attempts to 6. 8 on target to 3. Fuck. I don't think that's a red card. I'm sorry. I know people already don't like Jackson. They want him sold. So they're just going to jump on that, and that's a great opportunity to make your point. But for me, I'm sorry. He didn't do that with any ill intent. I don't think he did that with any sort of real, like, I don't think he like treaded on him like that. Maybe I need to watch it back, because a lot of you are telling me I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong, but I just don't really feel like I don't feel like he really stamped, like planted. But maybe I need to watch it back. I better not see that is a red, otherwise, fuck me. Now I'm really going to be angry. That's the only thing that's keeping me sane, is thinking that it's not a red. If that's a red, he's finished, I'll be honest. The amount of, like, yo. Palmer. A lot of people seem to be saying it's a red. Let me see the poll. 64. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. 84% are saying it's a red. Yeah, you might be finished, bro. You might be in the blender, I'll be honest. Oh, shit. I've just seen the picture. I can't defend that. That can't be the real image. I didn't see that. Why is his leg so high? Why is his stud so high on his leg? Surely that's got to be edited. It's got to be. I didn't see that. Nah. It's got to be edited, man. Nah, come on, bruv. Must be AI or something, nah? Little bit of AI. Little bit Adobe Premiere Pro. I need, bruv. John Obi Mikel is going to drag you across the entire continent of Africa. Brother, the way that you were saying that African brothers got to stick together, you ain't going to ever see, you're never going to see them split like this. You ain't never seen split like this on the continent. The way he is going to drag you, he is our Chelsea correspondent. He is our Chelsea correspondent. He is talking on every game. He is the go-to guy. He is going to drag you. He going to drag you from Senegal all the way to Nigeria. That's what he's going to do. Why are you giving him so much ammunition? Why? He already even turned to the lap. He said, yo, let me change target. Because I wanted Osimhen, so I'm changing target. The lap is not who the fans wanted. He's already onto the lap. Then Jackson put his hand up and said, hey, you forgot about me. I want to get dragged too. Fucking hell, man. He gonna drag your ass all the way across the continent of Africa. It's crazy. Now Gu's coming on to get his dragons as well. Better not miss a chance, otherwise John Obi Mikel is going to be onto you. Where's Santos? Because I'm bugging out now. I need something. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. I can't believe that. I wish I never looked at it back because I was in the false delusion that it wasn't a red card. So that was kind of keeping me going, thinking that we had been hard done by. Now I've seen the tackle and now I've seen how high his foot was. I have nowhere to go now. I have nothing left. I literally have nothing left. Gu and Madueke are coming on. This is crazy. Robert McGarvey. Fuck. I can't believe these flamingos have come. Bruv, look at the... Fair. There's nothing we can do about that. There's nothing we can do about that, chat. I'll be honest. Night. Peace and love. Yeah? Finished. We're finished. We're cooked. We're finished. Sometimes you just gotta hold your hands up in life and say you got fucked up. You fucked around and you found out. You slapped a stranger, you got shot in the head. It happens. It happens. These are Brazilians. They don't play. We learn from our mistakes. We move. I'll be honest. We should still get through the group. Just not in first. Just not in first. So I don't know who we were trying to avoid, but we gonna play them. I don't know who we thought we weren't playing. We playing them. Because we're not finished top of this group no more. I don't know who the fuck these lot are, but they're really good. And they're finishing top of the group. So that's that. That's that. Like, these guys now are blocking their own shots and then putting them in afterwards. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Everyone's just looking around, hella confused. The heat, bruv, I know the heat is getting to these players right now. I know the heat is getting to these guys. They're going to have a heat stroke. As soon as the game's finished, people are passing out, all sorts. It's not good. Not good. I don't know what temperatures Flamengo are used to playing at, but they're clearly more acclimatized than us because we... Bruv, Bruv, why are people ringing me? This is the second phone call in the last 20 minutes. What on earth do you want? What on earth could you possibly want at this time? What time is it? Is it not the evening in the UK? It's after work hours and you're calling? It's 9 to 5 or nothing. Excuse me, sir. What do you want?
Hey, brother, it's Karma on the phone, blood.
Brother, what do you want?
What are you telling me, brother?
Brother, what do you, why is there any happiness in your voice? Why am I hearing happiness in your voice? Last month, Bilbao barbecued your ass and you're calling me.
Hey, listen, bro. Listen, you don't look in the rear view mirror when you're driving, Matisse, bro. We're talking about right now. Look forward, bro. Face forward.
What's this guy?
You man are getting what?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm stunned.
Brother,
Bro, we're getting... Bro, you know when... This is like boxing. We're just getting punched up.
bro.
And no one... And the thing is, no one's thrown the towel in. Like, it's just... It's crazy.
Nope, it's crazy. I can't even lie. Man are getting smoked. Like, these men are proper, you know. These are proper.
Bro, this is a proper team.
Fucking hell,
They're
man.
good.
They're proper team, bro. I can't lie, this World Cup was
Yo, who does their recruitment? I need to speak to them.
Brother, it's a bad idea, bro, because it's making man look real shit over here, bro. I'm telling you. I can't lie. These men are crazy.
Look at this Madueke free kick. My goodness. He didn't even run up like he was going to score.
Bro, you're not serious, bro. That was lazy, bro.
Man just clicked it over the bar.
But allow it, man. You know what I'm saying? That guy is washed, nonny, bro. I can't lie. You see, with the options you've got for your wing, yeah, I can't lie, bro. Nothing more than a top 4 challenge this season.
I've said it. I've said it on my last video. The way we're going, in my last video, the targets, the way we're going, we're gonna have to be back. We're gonna have to be talking about Champions League qualification. That's the cap. I'm sorry, because like you can see with the recruitment elsewhere, like it's mad. So this is. But I've already said that, so it's fine. It's fine. We're not doing like title charge. It's nah. Nah. I need a lot more to come through the door. But this is crazy. This is wild. Like,
But from the first whistle, man, I've been getting hustled. This is a team with Jorginho in it, bro. And this is why when man tell me about begs have gone and all this bollocks, bro. Nah, bro. You need to understand football, man. If you get these players in the right system, bruv, no system saving you from that goalkeeper of yours, though, brother. Oh my days.
please.
Sanchez.
Please,
What's man on, bro? These guys are cracking.
I'm exhausted. I've said it so much. You cannot expect consistency from a crackhead. I've said this.
You need to spin the block for Mike, bro. I'm telling you that, bro. That little 5 million's looking cheap right now, bro.
The little 4 million they saved on Mike, and they didn't even include Petrovic in the squad. But it's fine. It's fine. There's always a reason for it. I'm sure they got something. I'm sure they got a reason for that. But anyway, this is crazy.
It's not looking good, Matisse.
But you know what? Like, I don't know how to feel about this. Because I don't... You know, if someone beats you up, but you know them, you're angry. I don't know these people.
I hear it.
I don't know these guys.
It's nasty, bro.
I do not know these guys. I don't know if this is... Like, I don't know how to take this beating. I don't know these man. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's never acceptable, but is it, like, has this been coming?
Nah, but this is a mad one, bro. That man pulled your shirt over your head, bro, so you couldn't see nothing and just started weighing you in, bro. It's like, man just got a beat down, never saw it.
I feel like we're getting punched up in the dark. Like, pitch black, we're getting punched up. We don't even know who the opponent is. We're just getting punched up. And then the lights are going to turn on, and they're not going to be there. And they're going to be nowhere to be found. And then we're just like covered in blood, and we don't even know who beat us up. That's how I feel.
Who's the next game?
Brother, I don't even know if I can even pronounce who we're playing next, I'll be real.
Because on that, bro, like, man need a recovery, like, mercy killing after this. You know the ones that, because, bro, it's one of them ones. And man might have to play against Flamengo on FIFA, blood, on the easy thing.
Bro,
to get your chain back.
I've said it before. I want to win this competition. But if you're not serious about this competition, go home. Because we need to rest for next season. That's how I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this as like part preseason, part serious competition. And with the way that they were doing with the big mic and the 4 million, okay, so if this is an extension of last season, we might have to just go home. We might be going home soon. That's fine. Just go home then, innit? If we gotta go home, go home.
No, facts. Yeah,
It's up to them if they want to be serious about it. But this is crazy.
Jeez, brother. These Brazilian teams, you might need to watch out for these,
Bro.
man, anyway, because they're good, bro.
They're really good. And this is why when people were saying this tournament don't make no sense, I said, you're disrespecting that continent differently. If you don't think we don't need to see, bro, we need to see these European teams play these South Americans, because it's all right being in your own bubble thinking your shit don't smell. And then when these South Americans pull up to you and they say, actually, nah, we're actually better than you, what are you going to do?
Yeah, it's mental. Can't even lie, bro.
It's mad.
Can't lie, Matisse, bruv. Like, enjoy your evening, bro.
I won't.
You get me?
This is a serious tap on the head. This is in a bit. Bro, this is a serious tap on the head for us right now. It's a serious little bro moment we just had today. It's mad. Their fans have been laying into us before this game. Again, I'm laughing it off because I'm like, I don't know you guys. I don't feel anything against you lot. I don't feel anything for the fixture. It's just another day. It's just another day at work for us. This is not emotional. We're just meant to come here, do the job, and go home. It's not even meant to be pretty. I don't feel anything. But these men are rocking up with balloons, flags, bare rudeness on the timeline. I don't really know how to feel. And now, second half, they've just punched us up in our face. And what are we going to do about it? Because we're never playing these men again. It's not even like Premier League, you get to play them again. Revenge. We won't see these men again. Probably for 12 years. Do you know how mad it has to be for the stars to align for us to play these men again? How do I deal with this beatdown? What do I do? Seriously, chat. Because some people are like, yo, you're fuming. What do we do with this? These random Brazilian brothers have come, punched us up in our face, and that's it. We won't see them again. We got to qualify for the next one. They got to qualify. We got to be drawn in the same group. What do we do? We just have to take our beating and go home. I'll be honest. It's crazy. There's no revenge. It's done. It's 190 minutes and gone. I don't know what to say. It's mad. Fucking hell, bruv. I don't watch this lot. I don't know a lot of their players. I don't know what we're doing here right now. We're just going, what's going on right now? We're getting absolutely destroyed. I don't, to be honest, I'll be honest, yeah. I don't really think this is real. I'll be honest. This second half, maybe I'm hallucinating because it's hot. It's probably like 50 degrees in this room. I'm not really thinking this is real because it's a bit too much, to be honest. It's a bit too intense second half. It's a bit messy. I'm not really getting it. I'm not getting it, personally. I'm not understanding this. It's going to take me a while to understand what's going on right now because this is crazy. We've not had one chance. We've not had one chance. What is happening? Where are our chances? Where's our spell of domination? Where's Santos? Why is Santos not seeing this pitch? I said it. I'm trying to remain calm. I was very calm. I'm still trying to be calm. But I don't understand the lack of minutes. Like, okay, fine, the first game. Now this game, not even off the bench. Are you going to play the next game? Like, I need to see you in the next game now. I'm trying to be a very patient man. I'm trying to be a very fair man. But I'm going to need to see you in the next game. We're going to need to see you because otherwise I'm going to have to start asking questions. Personally. Because you're too good to not be getting minutes. Everyone else is getting minutes. apart from Mamadou Sarr, Ensamino. But these guys are going out on loan. You're part of the squad next season. So you're the only player that went out on loan and is part of this squad. So I'm going to need to see you because we need you next season, right? We need the options for Champions League. So can we please see this guy? Can we just see this guy, please? This is a crazy game. And by the way, you know, we should still win our next game and qualify. So there's no need to be angry too much. Like, this is a good team. We've lost, okay? We'll talk about it. But you know, it doesn't really change too much. We're gonna qualify. We're just not gonna qualify top. I don't even know what that means. Who we playing next round, chat? Does this mean we're playing PSG now? Maybe that's what we need. Maybe we need to play PSG. Maybe we need to play PSG. I don't know. I'm not too fussed. Let's play. Let's play PSG. Bayern Munich. Let's play Bayern Munich. Let's play. Listen, guys, we're in the Champions League next season. We got to play these teams anyway. Let's play Bayern Munich. I don't give a shit. If we qualify, let's play. Let's play. We need to start looking at this project against the very best. We've played the very best from Brazil. We've been slapped up. We failed. Now, let's play the very best from Germany. Let's play the very best from France. I'm not trying to run. I'm not trying to run. That's the one thing I'm not doing is running. We're playing Champions League next season. If you wanted to run, you should have qualified for the Europa League. We're not running. 1.6 billion bazookas. Yeah? Let's not run, please. We're not running. Let's play. Because let's see what we're dealing with. Because we've done all the transfer windows. Judge us after 5. We're here. Let's do this. Let's see. Let's see what we're dealing with. So I'm excited. I want to play these teams. If we don't win the competition, we don't win the competition. We go home early. We get more rest. It's win-win. Win-win for me. Either we gonna win or we gonna lose. We gonna get the gold badge or we going home and we getting rest. I don't really care. But I wanna be tested. And I wanna know where we're at. And even with this test, we know that, you know, the guys are potentially tired and whatever. So I don't know. We'll talk about it in the review. But I'm not running. I wanna play. There's no point getting an easy run-in, pump fake all the way to the semi-final and then lose to a proper team and then go home. Like, let's just play the teams, man. Let's just play the teams. But full time. That was an experience. That was an experience. My glasses are foggy. My glasses are all fogged up. Felipe Luis. Wow. That's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to talk about. disbelief. Disbelief with what I've just watched. Like, first off, I felt it was very much controlled chaos. What I mean by that is we were fucking about, but we hadn't found out. And it felt like we could, kind of ride the storm, shit house the goal, contain them to a degree, and kind of just accept that today we're going to be the B side, but we're going to get something out of the game. Second off, it just turned into what can only be described as bare knuckle fighting. MMA. Like, really, I don't know what happened. Like, I really don't understand what turned. It was almost like a switch went off in their heads and they said, you know what? We really should not be respecting these guys because we've been dominating them. We've been better than them. And now it's just time to just put them out of their misery. And that's exactly what happened. They literally just destroyed us. I don't remember any chances for us. I don't remember any possession. I don't remember any changes. It's just complete and utter annihilation. Every single part of the pitch, they were better than us. There wasn't a single part of the pitch that we were better than them. You want to keep the ball? They kept the ball. You want to press? They pressed. You want to build up? The two bits of build up was not even a comparison between our build up, their build up. You want to bribe the referee? Hey, we're going to bribe. We didn't even get that. We didn't even get the referee. We didn't get shit. We didn't get the support because their fans definitely annihilated us in the ground. We didn't get the chances. We didn't get the XG. We didn't leave with the field tilt. We didn't leave with the referee. We didn't leave with shit. We didn't leave with shit. There's not a single part of that match we could take and go back with. Not the points, not nothing. So I've never been obliterated by a stranger before. That's the thing. So I'm very confused where we go from this. I think we just kind of have to just chalk this one off and move on. What else can we do? We ain't playing these lot again. We still don't know them. Like, I don't feel any more knowledgeable about them after watching that. I still don't know you lot. Do you know what I mean? I still don't know you people. I just feel violated, to be honest. It's a violation. I've just been assaulted in broad daylight, bro. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. What a team. What a team. And if that's what South America have got to offer, I don't really give a shit about pathways and predicted ways of going. Bruv, if this is what South America are bringing to the table, I don't really care who we're playing. We might be better off playing the European teams. At least they mentally are in the same mindset as us, which is we're tired. We don't really have a proper preseason. We got to prepare for next season. We're not really sure if we're committed fully to this. We're kind of one leg in, one leg out. I'd rather play against them. Because if we're playing against these South American teams and they're willing to do or die, potentially even injure man for the result, I don't know. Personally, I don't really want no part in it. I feel like I rocked up to something that I'm not really that serious about this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not as serious as they are. I've realized that after today. They're a lot more serious about this than I am. Unfortunately, than we are as a unity, as an institution. We're not as serious as them. Because we were talking about club world tax. We don't want to pay this. We don't want to bring in this man. A lot of our fans were saying, we don't really care about this tournament that much. It's not really that deep. Kind of need the rest. So if that's what we're on, guys, we shouldn't be on the pitch with these man. Because these man are mercenaries. Mercenaries. And they're not here for this 1 foot in, 1 foot out, shake it all about. They're not here for that. They're killers. So This is why I said on the LA game, I need to know what we're here for. Are we trying to win or are we not? If we're not trying to win, let's go home. Because I'm not trying to see any more of these brutal attacks upon my club. Mikel is about to lay into Jackson. I'm seeing him right now. I'm not staying for this. Jackson's about to be dragged, like I said, from Senegal all the way to Nigeria. I'm not trying to watch that. So Mikel's going to do what Mikel's going to do. And then all the aggregators are going to share them quotes. And that's another cooking. On top of the Flamengo fans on Twitter, that's another cooking. I think we should all just part ways, chalk it off, and go and spend time with our loved ones. We don't really know who these men are. We just know they're dangerous. And sometimes you just don't go into neighborhoods that you're not familiar with. We all know what I mean when I say that. Like, if you live in London, you're more than happy to walk around in areas that aren't the safest because you've done your due diligence, you've done your homework, you know what's around you. You got your wits about you. No Londoner, true grafter Londoner, who's lived there for 10 years plus, is really getting their phone stolen off a moped. Because you know what I mean? You got your wits about you. You're comfortable in your own home. We're in America. These pitches, I'm not trying to be Thai, but these pitches are, over the years, they've not been the kindest to us. I don't know what kind of quality that pitch is. NFL, it might not be the greatest for the Achilles. And on top of that, we're playing against man I don't know these people. So I don't know. I'm just saying we should probably just leave. We don't know these guys. They're dangerous. Let's leave. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go, man. You know what I mean? We don't really know these guys. Let's just go. It's dangerous. If you want to beat these guys, you got to be paying Club World Cup tax. That's why it's there. That's why it's there. And then you'll say we shouldn't be rotating. However, you kind of do need to rotate a little bit. You got to look after some of your players. So either you would have rotated against LA and taken them for mugs and played your strongest team tonight, or you do what PSG did. You get your 3 points and then you rotate against the South American team, which they did as well. Then you get clarted. I don't know. All I'm saying is if you don't want to get your ass whooped, you have to pay the Club World Cup tax. That's why it's there. This is it. This is the tax. You see this today? You see this match? This is the tax. So if you don't want to, and I'm not even trying to say the guys we were going after was going to even help us here, but that's why we should be going for creme de la creme. But I'm not going to get into all that because I'll be wasting my time. I've already explained myself in that regard. But I'm just saying, this is the tax. So you come into a tournament with no left wing. You don't come in with the keeper upgraded because you think that the keeper's good enough. That's your business. People are asking me now, the keeper's been in good form. Do you believe in him? You want to do the believing thing? This is what happens with the tax. The tax is here. The believing. This is the believing. So personally, I'm gonna do the review, but I'm stunned. I'm stunned. That's all I can say is I'm stunned. And we have to move on. I'll be honest. Got to win the next game, and then we go from there. But this is it's rough. It's rough. It's a rough one. Let's go through super chats. It's rough. We got electrocuted. I'll be honest. We got absolutely electrocuted today. They were stronger. They were faster, better technically. We got electrocuted. That's the only way we got shocked. We got absolutely shocked. In Cuckoo's balloons were covering up half the viewing. It was mad. 100%. As a ref, that's a red card 1,000%. Brother, I've seen it back. Don't worry. Doesn't matter. He just came on, high foot, challenge, all studs. You let that go. Flamengo will open the gates. 100%. No problem. I hear you loud and clear. Another year of this, brother. I'm not even going to say anything about that. Because at the end of the day, the targets are the targets. Like, the year will be whatever you make of it. Whatever you want the year to be, the year can be. You are on the precipice of a couple of key signings, spinal cord signings from being serious. Or you can fuck about and find out. It's really up to you. But I'm just saying, that's crazy. What we just watched there is crazy. Jackson should never wear the shirt again. He should be sent to Arsenal immediately since they love taking sloppy seconds. I said on my last video, it's not even got nothing to do with his discipline. It's actually just down to quality. I would be looking at XTRA to upgrade on him anyway. I said that in my last video. However, yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. Nico gave himself a birthday present. Fuck. Bruno get a red card for slipping and his studs clipping Maddison, even though he didn't mean to hit Maddison. Doesn't matter, still red. 100%. Fair. You face Bayern if you finish second. You're done, Harry Potter. Then home time. Home time. That's the you got to learn. Listen. You can come here on a madness, or you can learn lessons. Win-win. Like I said, win-win. Now, there'll be lessons to learn. If you're getting played off the park by teams that you're about to play in the upcoming Champions League, more lessons to learn. I mean, for me, there should have been enough lessons learned last season anyway. But just in case, because there will be some people that will be like, oh, see, look, we hit the objectives. Or, you know, everything's going exactly. Maybe we should just trust the directors. Everything's going exactly according to plan. Even though the first big opportunity to get a keeper, and again, it wasn't even Sanchez today, but that's just one example, to really show that you're moving in a direction of seriousness. Market opportunities right there, take it with two hands and go with it. Petrovic not in the squad, Santos no minutes. Very important time right now. Pendulum will swing either and any way. I'm just saying, I'm not letting no one off the hook upstairs until I see serious intent. If you're not serious, then you know you're just gonna just walk on that thin line between success and failure all the time, which is more than up to you. But that's not even from this game. That was before this game, you know. No one should be watching today and now having a sudden burst of realization. I hate it when that happens. Like, don't be watching this and suddenly it comes to your mind, oh, we need to do better. Like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, don't be one of those people. Pick your lane and stick to it. I get told that enough times, so I'm going to tell you that. Pick your lane and stick to it. On God. Because at the end of the day, this shit can happen. This is a one-off for me. In terms of this game in particular, I'm just going to see it as a one-off. Because we only play these guys once every 10 years. So this is a real one-off for me. But in terms of how we approach things and how we move to rectify, or if you don't believe we need to rectify anything, just continue with what we're doing. Just stick to whatever the hell you believe in regards to that, please. Because it will just make life a lot easier for everyone. Don't be to-ing and fro-ing. I do think us losing like that is a one-off. That the way we lost that game, we don't lose games like that. That was ridiculous. We have not been battered like that for a while. That's why I say it's a one-off. When was the last time, guys, we lost a game that convincingly? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me know in the chat. But that was nasty work. If I'm the players, someone has to pull me off Nico. Maresca insisting with gusto is killing me, or killing us. Imagine Jackson done this on his birthday. Yeah, I didn't even know it was his birthday, I'll be real. Kissed us on the forehead and treated us like kids. What? I don't even know what you're saying. We got to send Jackson to New Zealand. Fuck, you know. Yeah, he's about to get pelters today. West London, Tory Blue Cowboys love... Oh, fuck's sake. I'm not reading the rest of that. Thank you very much for the super chat. Players look very exhausted. Why such little change in the starting 11? There was a little bit of change, but he said he's going to make 3-4 changes. We talk about it in the review anyway. Maresca needs to go. He's not going anywhere right now. He's not going anywhere right now. Needs to go. Got totally wrong with Reece, £1 million midfielder. And he plays our best right back out of position. Having AFTV, you mustn't forget it's been raining. Bruv, I'm fucked. It's hot. I told you I'm dehydrated as hell, bro. I don't know what to think. I told you I'm not in my right, sane mind to take apart what I just witnessed. They're taking me apart. So don't, you know what I mean? Don't Just accept it. I'll be real. Not every day I can justify or clarify what the fuck I watched. I don't know what that was. I'm telling you verbatim, I don't know what that was. I'm still processing. Allow me to process. It's hot. Have you ever tried to use your electronics on a hot day? It's difficult. Sometimes shit don't turn on. If you leave it out in the sun, let me have some time. Because that was nuts. I don't know who these men are. I told you. EA, Matt, look at it like this is a good thing. Shows the team's level. A rude awakening for some. The top 4 race again, if no improvements to the squad. We get ahead of ourselves quickly. So that's why, yeah, we learned. Today we learned lessons today. A lot of lessons have been learned. Recent midfield when we have Santos, Calas. Yeah, that is something we will be talking about because this lack of usage of Santos is disgusting. I'll be honest. It's crazy. Like, why is he not getting on? I don't know. But hey, we're going to talk. All right. Well, that was an experience. What can you do? We will discuss in the review, but yeah, quite a lot to take. Very embarrassing. Yeah. Anyway, on to the next. I'll see you for the review in a moment. Let me clarify my thoughts and do a little bit of digging. See if I can find out what the fuck just happened in a bit.